players. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hebner Bailey Field at Adamson Stadium for Senior Day 2023 for your California Vulcans. Today, the Vulcans play host to the Lakers of Mercyhurst University for a PSAC matchup. Here to fans, California Athletics, the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, or other intimidating words or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited. At this time, will you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Senior Day here at Adamson Stadium on this Halloween weekend for today's PSAC West matchup between the Mercyhurst Lakers and your California Vulcans. My name is Sean Sape. Alongside me here today is my good friend Jonathan Sakaguchi, and for the first time, Hunter Garman. Johnny, Hunter, how are you guys doing today?
Doing good. Sape. Feels good to be back on the headset once again, and on Senior Day, as we had the pregame festivities, and another chance for the Vulcans to continue in the conference standings and try to climb up the regional rankings as well.
Absolutely. And Hunter, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, Sape. I'm excited to be on here for my first football game. Excited to be on headset.
And glad to have you here with us. And Johnny, I think you make an excellent point. That's the first thing I want to talk about today. As you can look at the screen at the tail of the tape, but before we can look at that, talk about that, like you said, the Vulcans, after their tough defeat last week against Slippery Rock 42-21, still have a chance at claiming the PSAC West playoff spot. You know, obviously, out of their hands at this point. I have to look to Slippery Rock to kind of slip up. I didn't mean to do that on purpose, but slip up in this last couple of weeks. But still very much alive. Need to get a win here today. And like he talked about, the regional rankings just came out for the Atlantic region. The Vulcans find themselves inside of it, and even if they don't make that playoff spot, they still have a good chance at making the playoffs if they finish off the season strong.
Yeah, take a look here at the regional rankings. California in good company with some tough opponents in there. There's you have Assumption University, Charleston University, East Stroudsburg, who we'll see here or potentially in 2 weeks. Fairmont State, Frostburg State, Kutztown on Shepherd, Slippery Rock, and Tiffin University. You're all in those regional rankings. So it's going to be interesting to see after this week where everybody shakes out to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one, I think, for the Vulcans to try to claim one of those last couple of spots, just the way that they've been playing lately. Some of the other teams have been as well. And coming into today's game against the Lakers, come to you, Hunter. The Vulcans 10-4 against the Lakers since 2008. They've won 7 straight games. You have to go back to 2014, the last time the Lakers were able to get a win against California. If you were Mercyhurst, what do you have to do today to kind of facilitate a big upset here against the Vulcans?
My thing would be for Mercyhurst, probably lock down the receivers because if you look, last week their defense was really quiet against Gannon. I mean, Gannon is not the worst team by any means, but their defense was still pretty quiet. I mean, their best player on defense was, believe it or not, their nose tackle, R.J. Tillman, with 3 total tackles, and believe it or not, he actually had the only interception of the game.
Yeah, and I think the defense is a big talking point for Mercyhurst. Like looking at the statistics coming into the game, rank almost dead last in everything. And I think, I think a 75 bomb that Slippery Rock dropped on them doesn't really help their cause, but still really struggling on the defensive side of the ball. And, I mean, that's where the Vulcans have been the best, is on the offense, where they've been able to run teams down. They're 4th in points per game. They're 3rd in yards per game. And so if you're Mercyhurst, you got a long day ahead of you if you're not going to be able to stop that offense.
Yeah, definitely.
And as we get ready to go, the Lakers taking a final kneel in prayer before we get started. The Vulcans will be going from left to right to start the game. The Vulcans wearing the black tops with the red bottoms, and the Lakers with the white tops and the green bottoms. And I want to make one more quick mention before we get started. It is Senior Day today. 11 seniors for the Vulcans honored here today, and some very, very big pieces, especially on that offensive line.
Yeah, some key pieces for the Vulcans graduating today, as we saw all with even some of the key pieces on defense. But you brought up that offensive lineman, and Matt Tobias being one of them. A couple of the backs. Going to be an interesting offseason for Coach Dunn and the recruiting team on who they bring in for this season.
It's going to be Biko's kick to get us underway here at Adamson Stadium. His kick is off, going to be fielded inside of the Mercyhurst 5-yard line. Nice bit of a return by the Vulcans special teams, which has been a bit of a struggling point this season for them, is able to get to them quickly, keep it to a minimal gain, and the Lakers will take over 1st down and 10 inside of their own 20.
From the 20.
Take a look at the starting lineup for the Vulcan defense and the starting lineup for the Mercyhurst offense coming out.
Yeah, definitely the highlighted player on Mercyhurst defense. Safety Anthony Mackey was pretty quiet during the game against Gannon, but should be interesting to see.
It's going to be Adam Urena, number 16, the quarterback here for the Lakers, having a fantastic season so far. Man in motion on the far side. Urena gets the snap. Quick throw over the middle. That pass is caught for a short game. Number 13, Austin Urena, the brother-to-brother connection. Able to pick up 2, maybe 3 on that play.
Yeah, good defense there. Matt Toby picking up where he left off last week as he as rough of a game as that was against Slippery Rock. Matt Toby still had one of the better games on that Vulcan defense, picking up where he left off.
Urena, handoff on the play this time. Nice run up the middle and flipped end over, and that's Dustin Schoaf getting himself past the 30, brought down around the 35-yard line. Not typically the starting running back for this team, has kind of been switching out with him and Butera, but Schoaf had a big game last week and nice big run to start the game here today.
Yeah, definitely. Dustin Schoaf had a big game against Gannon, 19 attempts for 87 yards, a touchdown. 13 yards was the longest run and averaged about 4.6 yards a carry.
Already a longer run here today. Urena throw on the move. That pass is caught, brought down by number 4, the tight end, Darren Mizgorski, able to pick up 2, maybe 3. And Johnny, I want to go back to what you said about Matt Toby, one of the big pieces on the defense, and one of the big seniors that's going to be missing from the Vulcans after the season. And I want to give a big shout out to his dad, who was one of our biggest supporters, always one of the ones that talks to us all the time, helps us out a ton, and we appreciate him, Mr. Toby, and Matt Toby as well. Second down run, handoff once again to Schoaf, and Schoaf struggling to move forward. The Vulcan pile is able to hold him to about a 2-yard gain, brings up a 3rd down and 5 here for the Lakers offense.
Yeah, that Vulcan defense and run defense, I think, has probably been in their weakest point in the season, but they're standing tall. We talked about Matt Toby. You had John Hutchison and Sananga Hill, all the big names of that defensive line and front 6 of the Vulcans just standing tall there.
3rd down and 5. Ball on the 40-yard line. 2 receivers on the far side. One on the near. Schoaf in the backfield alongside Urena. Urena takes the snap. Looking, firing. That pass wide open on the far side is his receiver. Going to run out of bounds. That's Austin Urena again. He's able to get himself into Vulcan territory. And this Mercyhurst Lakers offense, which has been the better point of the team here this season, is starting to move pretty early here.
Yeah, definitely. That brother-to-brother connection, one of Mercyhurst's favorite connections, definitely by far.
Yeah, proving fruitful here at the start of this game. 12:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Game still at 0. Lakers looking to score on their opening drive of the game. 1st down and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Urena in the gun, takes the snap, stepping up, throwing, and completing over the middle. Big hit late. That's number 48 pulling in the reception, Sean Bannis. That's about enough for a 1st down. It's a big tight end out there.
He's definitely one of the bigger tight ends that I've seen, definitely in college. It kind of surprised me during warm-ups. I was like, wow, that's one of their tight ends.
Yeah, looks like an offensive lineman out there.
I was going to say, he looks like one of the offensive linemen. And, I mean, tight ends are considered a glorified lineman to begin with, so.
Hey, if you told me he was, I wouldn't put it past you. But he picks up another 1st down for the Lakers. 1st and 10 from the 33. Urena stepping up. His pass is caught over the middle, trying to pick up some extra yardage and breaking a couple of tackles. His number 7, Joe Kerbacker, able to pick up just shy of that 1st down. Picks up 9 on the play there.
Yeah, Joe Kerbacker, definitely one of Adam Urena's favorite targets. Had a great game against Gannon last week, and definitely a nice catch there.
Yeah, like you said, one of his favorite targets. 27 catches, 382 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the season for him coming into today's game. It's going to be one of the wide receivers that the Vulcans need to keep in check. Man in motion across the formation. Handoff this time up the middle, trying to pick up that extra yardage, and the pile just moving themselves forward. Flag thrown on the back end. There's number 28, Jalen Butera, on the rush. And wait to see the official call by the referees. I think both sides kind of staying around the spot, just trying to maybe leverage themselves forward or back, just trying to make sure that it wasn't them that was the guilty party here.
Yeah, I think this is the just some extracurriculars out there. And so it's either moving back or the Vulcans just gave up a free 15.
Yeah, and these two teams no stranger to that, as we saw last season.
Offense, number 61, 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 2nd down.
Penalty against the Lakers, against number 61 for them, the offensive lineman Ryan Welch. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so moves them about right back to where they started. Still remains second down. Negates that rush, second down and one once again.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, you saw Ryan Welch there basically throw the running back forward a little bit for a few extra yards, which definitely obviously isn't allowed.
Trio of receivers on the near side for the Lakers. The Vulcans sending some pressure as Urena rolling to his left. That pass over top and just out of the reach of Urena. I mean, right idea, but the pass by Adam Urena a little bit too far away from Austin Urena.
Just a little bit too far out of reach.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he heard the footsteps, and we saw all there on the near sideline for the Vulcan. Is that is Sanango coming screaming off the edge?
Yeah, the Vulcans no stranger to sending pressure. Big 3rd down and 1. Ball on the 24-yard line. Handoff to Shof, and Shof holding off. Sanango just trying to push himself forward. Is going to get marked down right at the line of gain. The referee signaling a first down. Sanango doing his best, but Shof getting that little extra shove in the back, able to pick up just enough for the first down.
Yeah, got that assist from, looked like the center, Andrew Bernard, to get that first down for the Lakers.
Yeah, proud Cornell graduate working his way out of Scranton, Thunder Mifflin. But here today to play football for us. Just under 10 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. First down and 10. Handoff again to Shof. Shof has a lane. Shof hurdles over a Vulcan defender, and Shof goes untouched into the end zone for the Mercyhurst Laker touchdown. Not as beautiful as a touchdown run as you would have liked. The Lakers strike first, 6-0. 9:47 left to go. An injured Vulcan down on the play. We can take a look at that replay.
Yeah, what a run there by Shof, hurdling a man and going straight into the end zone, almost untouched. What a run there, Dustin Shof. Like we said before, had a great game against Gannon last week, and therefore showing his legs and his speed today here against the Vulcans.
Like I said, I'm very well aware of how Shof plays. I was telling you guys earlier, when I was in middle school, I was on the best center football team. Shof went to York. We faced off in our I think it was our midget league final matchup against York, and it was a matchup between it was best center versus York, but it was pretty much Shof versus Dom Fundy, where both players were running about 4 or 5 touchdowns each, and Shof got the better of us, able to get the win, and I don't think I've ever forgotten it since, because I mean, he is electric out there. The injured Vulcan down on the field was number 72, Noah Silva. Is able to get back to his feet and walk off the field on his own accord, so hopefully everything's all right with him, because he's a big piece of this defensive line for the Vulcans.
Yeah, good to see he's walking off under his own power. Hopefully nothing more than a cramp. I know the weather's been kind of screwy the last couple of days, so hopefully we'll see him back out there soon.
Yeah, it's hot and cold. It's been hot all week, and now today it's still pretty warm, but the rain finally deciding to kick in. Number 94, Nathan Naguki, out here to attempt the extra point. His kick is up. And his kick is good. 7-0 the score. 9:47 left to go here in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CTV. CTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM WCAL.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates the athletic and academic excellence of its student athletes. Last year, over 3,800 achieved at least a 3.25 GPA to earn recognition as a PSAC Scholar Athlete. Athletically, 75 PSAC teams qualified for the NCAA championships. Champions on the field, champions in the classroom, making the PSAC proud.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adamson Stadium as the Lakers take a quick 7-0 lead over the California Vulcans. Dustin Shof able to walk himself into the end zone, showing off the acrobatics a little bit, and able to get the Lakers on the board first. And like we said, the Lakers' offense has really been their strong point, 7th in the conference, averaging about 24.9 points per game. It's just the defensive end where they've really been struggling. So let's see if the Vulcan offense can put them to the test here as Naguki out here to kick us off and get us underway. Willis back deep to receive. Fielded inside of their own 10-yard line, flipped up immediately. Great downfield tackling that time by Mercyhurst. I believe that was number 83 for Mercyhurst, Griffin Beatty, able to get down there in a hurry. Vulcans will start at their own 23. We can take a look at the California offense.
Yeah, starting it off the usual suspects for the Vulcans out there. Eric McCann will get the start at running back. Davis Black at quarterback. Jack Kalechi, he as your tight end. And your starting receivers, DeMonte Martin, Amari Hopkins, and Eric Willis the third out there. And that's been Black's favorite target so far this season.
Yeah, those receivers have been deadly. And Black looking to bounce back after a tough game last week. 7 for 27, 102 yards, 3 interceptions in that game against Slippery Rock. First down and 10, quick throw on the far side. That pass is caught for a short game. That's the Tell Blessed able to pull that one in. And like I said, this Mercyhurst defense is really where they've been struggling all season. Pretty much dead last in every statistical category you can imagine, but they're going to have to step up big here today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said before, as a mistake, give or take, but definitely the person to watch on defense, Anthony Mackey, their safety, definitely one to watch. Probably their better safety. Definitely one to watch, especially going throughout this game, and we'll see what he does to help out the corners.
Yeah, Black's going to have to keep an eye on him. Second down and 7. Black gets the snap, handoff this time to McCann, who's trying to power his way up the middle. Doesn't really pick up anything, maybe 2 on the play, thrown back immediately. And this is where the Vulcans found themselves a lot last week, especially in that second half against Slippery Rock, and these third down and long situations where the Rock were able to pull up some big stops, able to just stifle that Vulcan offense, and they need to get a big third down conversion here.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Tyler Butterball, number 32, standing up Eric McCann, basically met him right there and did not allow him to go any further.
The Lakers looking to send some pressure off the outside. Number 11, Zach Hill, slowly creeping his way in.
Yeah, definitely looked like he was bringing pressure, but then they dropped it and switched up last minute there.
They send him to cover the receiver. They're going to send Jonas King. Black back to throw. Has a ton of time. Black stepping up, and Black going to take off with it. Black trying to dive forward, but looks like it's going to be a yard or 2 shy. Thought maybe he'd have had some more room, but took the jump and took the dive a little bit too early. The Vulcans going to go 3 and out here. It's going to be about 4th down and 1 for them, and the Lakers going to stop.
And right idea for Black there. I mean, he had a wide open field. I think he thought he was further downfield than what he actually was. But, I mean, right idea. So now we'll see Clayton Rosensteel for the Vulcans out here.
Yeah.
Aaron, you got to wonder, would this be the time to go for a fake punt?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, but I don't think Coach is too interested in maybe throwing off all the tricks in the book right at the start of the game. But we'll see. Rosensteel back to punt. Kerbacker back deep to receive. Flag thrown. Be a delay of game against the Vulcans, so I think that might just shoot the fake punt out the window there, because back yourself up 5 yards. 4th down and 1 now becomes a 4th down and 6. And so not the greatest of starts so far here from the Vulcans, and they're no stranger to it. We've seen them get off to a ton of slow starts so far this season.
Yeah, definitely one person to watch on the return. Obviously, number 7, Joe Kerbacher, the return man. He's definitely one of the shiftier receivers, so it'd be interesting to see if he takes this return, how far he takes it.
Rosensteel's punt, all sorts of wrong as that one comes off the side of his foot, and it's going to end up going out of bounds at around the 34-yard line. And I think if you're the Vulcans, I don't think you could ask for any worse of a start to the start of your game here. So the Lakers offense, like I said, they've been the ones that have been the driving point for this team. Are going to start over inside of Vulcan territory, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yeah, not the ideal start the Vulcans wanted there, and I think that one might have got tipped a little bit at the line in there, or safe. But while we got a moment here, take a look at the PSAC schedule today. Aside from us, currently underway, Edinburgh and Seton Hill, Westchester at Lockhaven, Clarion goes to Slippery Rock, Shippensburg at East Stroudsburg, Millersville at Kutztown, Gannon at IUP, and Shepherd at Bloomsburg.
1st down and 10. Urana hands it off, and the Vulcans are back there, and they're back there in a hurry. That was number 58, Joshua Reuter back there, able to bring him down, and Butera unable to pick up anything, loses 2 on the play.
Yeah, I think the Vulcans looking for some redemption after that last drive, and they brought the house and said, not today.
Yeah, they're going to need it if they want to keep themselves in this game. Like I said, we've seen them get off to slow starts before. Just waiting to see if they're going to be able to come back. Handoff again, and once again, stopped right at the door. Butera gets blown up immediately. That time it was Robert Washington, the first one there. Loses about another yard, so 3rd down and 13 now here for the Lakers offense.
Another good stop. The Vulcans bringing some more pressure out here. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here on 3rd and a mile.
And 13.
Yeah, have to watch for that deep ball.
Yeah, Butera was pleading his case with the ref there because it looked like he got out of the pressure right as they blew the whistle dead.
Yeah, maybe a bit unfortunate, a little maybe a trigger happy by the referees on that whistle, but the Vulcans will take it. 6:09 left to go. 3rd down and 13. Ball on the 37. The Vulcan faithful underneath of us. Chanting defense. The Vulcans need to get a big stop here. Urena back to throw. Rolling now to his left. Under pressure. Urena's pass is completed. And going to be brought down. Braden Black, the receiver, going to be about 4 yards shy of that first down marker. But a flag thrown in the backfield as well, right around where that pocket was. So wouldn't be surprised to see if this goes either way. It looks like the referee is signaling to Coach Dunn on the near side if he wants to accept or decline. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what Coach decides to do here.
Offense, number 58, 10-yard penalty.
Looks like they're marching the ball backward a little bit.
It's going to be a holding call against number 58 for the Lakers. That's Joey Balgo. And Coach decides to accept it. That'll move the ball back all the way to the 47-yard line.
That was a great strategy there, Eric, because if he had elected to decline it, and Mercyhurst has a chance to go for the field goal or try to go for it on 4th, so making it even further for him.
It pushes them back. 3rd and 23. 5:41 left to go. Urena in the gun. Draw play, and nice run up the middle, but the Vulcans able to cover quickly. That was Butera on the rush once again. Gets the ball to the 39, so about a gain of 8 on the play. And like you said, the strategy pays off. That's going to push them, you would likely think, out of a comfortable field goal range for Naguki here.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's a very long field goal also. If you're Mercyhurst, you're going to take a second to talk it over. Or do you take the delay of game, back yourself up 5 yards, and then punt it?
I think that's exactly what they're going to do. They're in no rush to get onto the field. Like you said, backs them up 5 yards, gives their punter, their Austin Lippert, a little bit more room to try to pin the Vulcans deep inside of their own half. But after the Vulcans, after that punt by Rosensteel, gave the Lakers great field position, the defense for California came up with a big stop.
And that's exactly what I said. They're going to take the delay of game. And this will back them up to the 45-yard line. And right around it at least.
Bring up a 4th down and 20.
Give Lippert some more room to punt here. One of the better punters in the league, 30 punts on the season, averaging about 38.5 yards. Has a long of 67 on the season, and has 8 punts down inside of the 20. It's given the Vulcans now giving them some more room. Snap, Lippert's punt. Fielded by Willis inside of the 15, and Willis is going to take off with it. Willis tripped up, but going to be brought down just shy of the 30-yard line. So good return for the Vulcans, and now it's time for the offense to see if they can come out here and kind of redeem themselves after that first drive.
Yeah, I think now all the momentum's starting to shift a little bit after that. Great return by Willis, and good block there at the beginning of that return, which is what set it up. Let Ed Willis right down the lane, on the number before he got tripped up there, right around the 28-yard line. So decent field position, and after getting backed up as far as they did, that's going to be a 8-yard return from Willis.
Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. If you're Mercyhurst right now, you definitely want to try and get that momentum swing back, get a nice 3-and-out here, and maybe get some decent field position by another punt.
1st down and 10 for the Vulcans. Ball on the 28. Black in the gun, 3 receivers set, handoff to McCann. McCann just waiting for the hold to form. Nothing there, really. Picks up a few. Maybe will break the 30-yard line at most. 2-yard gain on the play. And so far, the Mercyhurst rushing defense has not been great. They've given up, like I said, they're dead last in almost every defensive category. Give up well north of 200 yards a game on the ground. But so far, they've been able to stick it to the Vulcans.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, if you're Mercyhurst, you're definitely going to try and ride this high for as much as you can, especially with being able to stop Eric McCann in his tracks, basically, on a few runs.
Yeah, McCann averaging about 5 yards a carry, 4.9, and I don't think he's seen more than 2 as Black. Back to throw. Has some time going deep down the field, trying to find Hopkins, and that pass just ahead of Hopkins, who laid out for it. Sees some contention on the sidelines from coach, and a couple of the players thought that maybe there was a bit of a pass interference on Hopkins, but nothing called. And another big play from the Vulcans, nearly there, but that time just unable to connect.
Yeah, definitely. Number 5, Zach Helsley. Definitely glad that it fell incomplete because he definitely got a little bit beat on the coverage there. Definitely, I don't personally think that there was any indication of any PI or anything, but definitely Zach Helsley, definitely glad that fell incomplete.
Yeah, the Vulcans with another 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 from the 30. You see the cracks maybe showing as Black back to throw. Now rolling to his right, trying to evade some pressure. Black's throw nearly intercepted, trying to throw it on the one. Zach Hill nearly had a house call there as that one fell straight into his lap, just couldn't pull it in. And that's why linebackers aren't corners. And that's going to bring up another 3 and out for the Vulcans. And Rosensteel back onto the field.
And hopefully this time he'll have a little bit of better protection out there. I think that's where things went awry last time.
So far, the Vulcans on offense just unable to get anything going. Kerbacker back deep to receive, standing at about his own 33. Rosensteel, his kick, a lot better this time as Kerbacker is going to field it at the 35. Breaks one tackle before being brought down at the 39-yard line. So, again, great field position to start this drive. 3:29 left to go here in the first quarter. We saw the Vulcans able to keep this team in the game. We saw them all throughout the year so far. In a couple of these games, I remember specifically against Kutztown where the offense couldn't really get anything going in that first half, but the defense was able to keep them in it. And during that second half, that offense really came alive. And now maybe a similar situation here where you find yourself down early. The offense isn't really getting anything going, and the defense needs to step up, and needs to step up in a big way.
Yeah, you need something, a turnover or a big hit, something in here or to shift the momentum.
Yeah, just juice up the fans. Urena back to throw. His pass is completed over the middle in between a couple of defenders. Urena to Urena once again as the Lakers find themselves once again inside of Vulcan territory, brought down at the 48-yard line. Take a look at that replay. Great throw, just right there in the pocket.
Yeah, that brother-to-brother connection, definitely one of Mercyhurst's favorite. Austin Urena, good job at getting open over the middle, and then Adam, good job at threading the needle into the pocket right there.
1st and 10, ball on the Vulcan 48. Play action pass completed to Kerbacker over the middle, who's brought down at the 40-yard line. Solomon Jr. able to make the tackle, and so far this Laker offense continues to just keep chugging along.
Yeah, definitely a good throw. Good throw there by quarterback Adam Urena, and a good route and good catch there by Joe Kerbacher.
Yeah, the passing offense is where they've been great, averaging about 251.5 yards per game, which would rank them 4th in the conference. Play action once again, Urena under pressure, throwing on the move as that pass trying to go down the far sideline, incomplete. There's some great coverage. There's a flag thrown in the backfield right around where Urena was standing.
Yeah, probably going to call maybe a roughing the passer or maybe a holding. We'll see.
We're waiting to see the official call now.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Like you said, it's going to be a roughing the passer call against Noah Silva for the Vulcans. And we mention this every week, and I must get really annoying to everyone listening. The Vulcans, on the year, have not been the most disciplined team, giving up about 71.6 penalty yards a game, which, I mean, we talk about it all the time. Penalty yards are huge either way in terms of a drive, either continuing or ending. And that one will move the Lakers to the 25-yard line. 1st down and 10, 2:19 left to go. Handoff once again to Butera. Butera able to get himself 4, picks up about 3. And this Laker offense just doing their best to try to grind the Vulcan defense down.
Yeah, if you're Mercyhurst, you're grateful for that call there. It gives you a fresh set of downs, especially looking at a third and decently long call on the previous set of downs.
2nd and about 8. A short 8. Urena in the gun. 2 receivers on the near side. Play action pass, throw to Kerbacker. He's able to pull it in, and Kerbacker breaking free and into the end zone for the Laker touchdown. Just like that, the Lakers double their lead 13-0, awaiting the extra point, and they've been all over the Vulcans to start the game.
Yeah, what a nice route and a nice catch by Joe Kerbacker. A little bit over his head, but he still manages to make the grab and take it all the way to the house for a Lakers touchdown.
Yeah, and you mentioned that not only did he get up there and get it, he also had the raw athleticism to just turn the Jets up to another level to just blow past the Vulcan secondary into the end zone. So a 25-yard strike from Urena to Kerbacker, awaiting the extra point. Naguki's kick is up, and his kick is no good. Wide to the right, 13-0 the score, 1:41 left to go. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CTV. CTV Sports 1, the PSAC network at 91.9 FM, WCAL Power 92.
More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in the league's 23 championship sports. 18 member campuses, educating more than 110,000 students, with an alumni base that tops the 1 million mark. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, making the PSAC proud.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adamson Stadium as the Lakers have a 13-0 lead over the California Vulcans. This game not shaping out like the last time these two teams played, which was almost a year ago to the day last year. 44-20 win for the Vulcans all the way up in Erie against Mercyhurst. In that game, Noah Mitchell, 23 for 29, 220 yards and a touchdown. Jaquay Jackson, 8 catches, 117 yards and a touchdown. And the team as a whole, 48 rushes for 268 yards and 4 touchdowns. And so far, none of that is shaping out like it did last time as the Lakers get us underway. Davey Johnson slipping and falling inside of his own 5-yard line on the return. Johnson jumping over someone. The ball looks like it came out, but if not, it was still a big hit nonetheless from the Lakers as Johnson was up in the air there.
Yeah, it looks like they ruled the ball down, which if you're California, you're definitely taking a sigh of relief there. If you're Mercy, you're definitely wishing that you could have gotten that one before he went down.
The way to hold on to the ball and make something out of nothing there from Johnson. But Vulcan's got to get some work going on here. There's going to have a change at running back. Looks like Bobby Boyd Jr. going to step into the game now.
Yeah, it was number 46, Russell Pitlack, the Laker laying the boom that time. First down and 10, handoff to Boyd, and Boyd has a nice hole, and Boyd able to break free, and Boyd off to the races. Boyd inside of Laker territory. Boyd just needs one block, and Boyd is going to make his way inside of the 5-yard line, brought down about a yard shy of the end zone. And that's exactly what the Vulcans needed, a huge run to kickstart the offense here. Pull out the EKG. The hearts are pumping once again on the Vulcan offense as we can take a look at the replay.
Yeah, look at that. It's at 1 lane. And you're going to drove a truck through that one. And Bobby Boyd right down on the numbers and down on just about a yard and a half short or the end zone. Great run by the Vulcan, and it's a good call from Coach to shake things up here.
Yeah, the Vulcans' offense was flatlining in this first quarter, but able to find themselves a breath of life. First down and goal from the 1, Black under center, handoff to McCann, and McCann breaks off a tackle and gets into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. And the Vulcans only need 2 plays to answer right back. The 1-yard rush from McCann set up by, I don't even know, was it a 70-yard run from Boyd to make his way down the field?
Something like that at about 75, 80-yards, or 82-yards from Bobby Boyd. He had to take it to the house.
Yeah, wow. Coming into the game, his longest rush was 21. Nearly quadruples his longest rush on the season in one go. Beatco on to attempt the extra point, and we have a game now. 13-6, awaiting Anthony's extra point. Snap kick is up from Beatco, and the kick is good. 13-7 to score. 49.6 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on CUTV. CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC network at 91.9 FM.
A new season of Vulcan football is set to begin September 9th versus Kutztown, September 16th versus Shepherd, September 23rd at Edinburgh, September 30th versus Clarion, October 7th at IUP, homecoming October 14th versus Seton Hill, October 21st at Slippery Rock, October 28th versus Mercyhurst, November 4th at Gannon, November 11th at East Stroudsburg. All games available on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adamson Stadium as the Vulcans cut the lead in half, 13-7, after an 82-yard rush by Bobby Boyd Jr. Gets the Vulcans down to the 1-yard line, and Eric McCann finishes it off to get his 7th touchdown of the season. The Vulcans make it a 6-point game, 13-7, 49.6 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And like I said, the Vulcans needed something on the offensive end, and I mean, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, again, and you could have drove a truck through that lane that Bobby Boyd had just had one beat and got tripped up for at the end.
Beatco's kick going to be fielded inside of the 5-yard line. Decent little return here by Mercyhurst as it's Butera able to bring it past the 30 down at about the 33, 34-yard line. And the Lakers will set up shop as we can take a look at that replay one more time.
Yeah, like I said, it had that wide open lane right down on the numbers, crosses the 30. 20, and it looked like he was going to take it all the way, and then just there at the end, got tripped up for the 1.5 yards, and they gave it to McCann, and right up the middle, for the touchdown from a 1.5 yards out.
Yep. Boyd, the freshman from McKeesport, Pennsylvania, 5'8", 175, and used every bit of that to get himself up the field. First down and 10 now for the Lakers. Handoff to Shove, and Shove trying to be patient, but the Vulcans will not let him. Brought down for a short game. That was Julian LaVenture able to bring him down for a gain of 1.
Yeah, I think, as I said earlier, that momentum starting to shift over to the Vulcan side of the football. Also, now that defense is going to stand tall here. If they can get another turnover and get the Vulcans on the board quickly, it'd be great, but it looks like they're going to let time run out here in the first quarter.
Yeah, about a 4-second difference between the play clock and the game clock, but the Lakers are going to take an extra play. Urena stepping up. His pass completed over the middle and brought down just shy of the first down marker. I believe that it was the touchdown receiver, Kerbacher, able to bring it in. It would be a 3rd down and 2 when we come back for the second quarter here on CUTV at Adamson Stadium. The Vulcans 7, Mercyhurst 13. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back right here on CUTV. CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC network at 91.9 FM, WCAO Power 92, and your home of the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
The PSAC Digital Network is on the cutting edge of live event production and streaming. Every season, the PSAC Digital Network features nearly 2,000 contests, over 1 million unique viewers, over 26 million minutes watching thrilling PSAC competition, including 22 PSAC championship tournaments and events. Since its beginning, the
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adamson Stadium as we begin the second quarter of today's coverage between California and Mercyhurst. 3rd down and 2 for the Lakers. Ball on to the 42-yard line. Snap, handoff to Schoaf, and Schoaf isn't able to get there. The Vulcans able to stop him dead in his tracks. It's going to bring up a big 4th down. That was Matt Tobey, the first one to get to him. Brings up a big 3rd down stop for the Vulcans.
Yeah, Matt Tobey, he quote Mike Lang, he's seen that fish before as he came up with a big stop.
Yeah, that will bring up a 4th down. The Lakers about to send on their punting unit. We have some first quarter stats brought to you by our media team. If you guys want to run down through a couple ones that stand out in your eye.
Well, the main one that stands out, obviously, Bobby Boyd, one attempt for 82 yards, and I mean, technically, you look at his average; he's averaging 82 yards a carry.
Punt away, fair catch signaled by Willis, and it'll be inside of his own 15, and will be marked right at the 15-yard line. And like I said, I think the one thing that really stands out of the Vulcans, or the discrepancy in the plays. 20 plays for 144 yards of total offense for the Lakers in that first quarter, compared to 8 plays for 94 yards by the Vulcans. And the time of possession, 10:38 for the Lakers compared to the 4:22 of the Vulcans. And the Vulcans, typically, they are coming into the game the second best team in terms of time of possession per game, about 32 minutes and 13 seconds per game that they have the ball on offense.
I was going to say the only teams I think that has the football more than that, it is Kutztown, but
1st down and 10, handoff once again, and that time it's Boyd who gets the call. Maybe not an 82-yard rush, but picks up a positive 4 on the play. And it seems like that rush and just that last drive in general for the Vulcans really has just given them a jolt on the offensive side, especially going to the offensive line, which seemed to be struggling just a little bit in that opening quarter. But the Vulcans back up to the line immediately. Black just trying to keep the Lakers defense on their toes. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near. Boyd still in the backfield with Black. Black gets the snap, hands off to Boyd again, and Boyd trying to get to the outside, and Boyd gets to the outside again, and Boyd jukes off of 1 tackle, and Boyd has some blockers in front of him but can't get them to do what he needs to do. But nonetheless, the Vulcans, with another big rush, find themselves now inside of Lakers territory at the 40-yard line.
And once again, and Boyd finding that lane, and he bounced to the outside on the far sideline, gets one more block. He's probably making a house call to steal a line from you there, Safe. But a good run by Bobby Boyd Jr. Hopefully we'll see him back in the game here soon.
Yeah, he just, like you said, that time he had the convoy around him. They just let one slip through the cracks. And like you said, if he gets that last block, he's in the end zone. But the Vulcans will take it 1st and 10. Play action pass. Black has some time going deep down the field, trying to find Willis. And Willis pulls it in for the Vulcan touchdown. And just like that, the Vulcans tie things up here at Adamson Stadium. You couldn't have drawn it up any better. Black to Willis. A tale as old as time this season. The 7th touchdown of Eric Willis' 3rd season. Game all tied at 13.
Yeah, the big play there. Great time to call to play action there. You ran it so many times the last couple of times. You suckered him in on it, and you give it to Willis, your main target. Another 6 points, tie game, and about to take the lead if this goes through.
Biko's kick is up, and Biko's kick is no good. The Vulcans remain tied at 13 here with the Lakers. 12:35 left to go in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM.
Vulcan Volleyball is back, and you can have the best seat in the house. The Convocation Center will be rocking with 11 home games featuring some of the best teams in the region and the PSAC. All home games will be streamed live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network. Follow Cal Vulcans on all social media platforms for up-to-date schedules and information. Vulcan Volleyball and you, a winning combination.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adams and Stadium as the Vulcans tie things up at 13, and it's that man, Eric Willis III. Once he gets behind you, there's no catching him. There's no one on planet Earth, I think, that could rival that man's speed, and he ties things up here for the Vulcans at 13 apiece, and, I mean, the Vulcans, that first quarter, pretty much abysmal for 14 minutes, but the last 4 minutes of the game have been unbelievable. Because kick going to get us underway will be fielded by the offensive lineman, number 66 for the Lakers. And a fair catch signal, and I don't think anyone on that team was quite ready for that, as we can take a look at the replay for the touchdown one more time.
Yeah, we see right there, Willis is just right there, wide open, and as he takes it to the house for 6, we got a tie ball game.
Yeah, definitely right through the two deep safeties there. Honestly, absolutely found the hole straight through the two deep safety and found it for the touchdown.
Eric Willis III showing off the Maserati speed. You know, once he gets back there, you're not catching up to him.
Once he gets there, he's gone.
Need to keep 4 people in deep coverage for him. First down and 10. Brings back to throw. His pass caught over the middle and trying to break to the outside. And in fact, he's going to. That was Joe Kerbacker picking up a nice gain, going to run out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And this is where the Vulcans need to step up now. The offense has done their part, has gotten themselves back into the game, and the defense has done so well so far, but the defense now needs to be able to get another stop here.
Yeah, definitely the good old slant route by Joe Kerbacher. Definitely the one route to watch there, because he, like I said before, he is a shifty receiver. Definitely one person to watch.
Handoff on the play. Trying to just get up the middle, pick up anything. Butera, or Rodriguez, excuse me, on the carry. Picks up maybe 2, and the Vulcans doing a good job at keeping the running game in check after that initial possession by the Lakers.
Yeah, the Vulcans not trying to give up anything up the middle again. And after what happened back in the first quarter or so, the run defense stepping up here. But as you said earlier, the defense is going to have to watch those pass plays over the middle.
Usually one of the PSAC's best, 315.1 yards allowed per game. That would rank them 5th in the conference. Urena has some time to throw. That pass nearly picked off as he's just trying to find his brother, Austin Urena, on the backside. Tyan Lobin able to get a hand on it, and that would have been something special. Was he able to pick that one off?
Oh, that'd have been the highlight of the day. He sent that to Sports Center for the top 10 candidate because he had it right there. Oh.
Yeah, I think if either one would have pulled that in, that would have been something. Lobin laying out for it. Got one hand on it. Couldn't pull it in. Brings up a 3rd down and 8 for the Lakers. Ball on the 42. 11:24 left to go. Game tied at 13. The Vulcans definitely have the lion's share of the momentum here. Urena in the gun. 3 receivers on the far side. Urena takes the snap, rolling to his left, breaking one tackle, but can't break the second. That's Julian Laventure able to get back there and pick up a big sack for this Vulcan defense. And brings up a big 3rd down stop, and the Vulcan defense doing their part once again.
Yeah, well, they needed that. And look here, as you see the pressure coming from the outside. He saw it and had to go on the run, but couldn't get away from that second wave of defenders from the Vulcans.
Yeah, if you're Mercy, you definitely want to have that play back. Adam Urena just not fast enough to escape the pressure there.
Yeah, we've seen Urena roll to his left a couple of times, so definitely something that the Vulcans have adjusted to. We've seen him get outside of the pocket. Willis back deep to receive the punt. Under a bit of pressure, will be caught at the 25. Breaks one tackle, and Willis trying to get to the outside, and Willis is going to get brought down at the 34, not before showing off that raw athleticism that man has. And, I mean, we talked about it in the studio a few weeks ago. I know no one was a big believer in me. I said that if you gave me a 50-yard head start, if I started at the 50, he started at the end zone, I could beat him to the other end zone. And no one thought I could. And, I mean, I'm not the fleetest of foot, but I feel like 50 yards would be plenty enough. 40 yards, probably not, but –
yeah, maybe give you the other 45 on that one save. I mean, Willis definitely probably one of the fastest guys in that field for the Vulcans.
100%. That man has pure speed.
No, a race I'd like to see Willis and Bobby Boyd Jr. Let me see those two from goal line to goal line.
That would be a race.
I agree. Let him slug it out. 1st down and 10 on the 34. Handoff to Boyd. Boyd showing off the patience, that was McCann, able to find a hole, picks up about 4 on the gain. So we see this rotation of running backs that we've seen all season. McCann and Boyd going back and forth in the lion's share of the carries, but so far the success today has been from Boyd, but McCann still doing his part.
Yeah, definitely McCann, definitely the more of the power runner of the two, but both have insane speed and definitely ones that you definitely want to watch and try and contain if you're Mercyhurst.
Bring up a 2nd down and 7, ball on the 37. Just under 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. Black in the gun, handoff again to McCann, and McCann following the blockers, able to spin out, will be brought down just shy of the first down marker. Picks up about 6. Some whistles blown after the play. And like we talked about, it's going to be an official timeout for an injured defensive player.
Yeah, that looked to be number 22, Christian Taylor, the linebacker, hopping off there. Definitely wanted to take a timeout, an official's timeout there, see if he was okay.
It looks like he was able to get off the field at least.
Yeah.
Wanted to go back prior, or good run by McCann and rumbling forward, or finding the lane, and he's starting to see what Bobby Boyd's been seeing all day. Hey, if he can get it open a little bit further, or he's probably off to the races here soon.
Definitely. 2 receivers on the near side for the Vulcans, and the 2 tight end side going to the 12-man. Black in the gun, handoff this time to Cameron, and Cameron following the blockers will pick up the first down and a few more. Vulcans' new set of downs. First down and 10 now from the 46.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, if you're Mercyhurst, you definitely need to try and get one of those 3rd down stops, get off the field, try and give your offense a little bit more time to work with.
Yeah, as you were talking about earlier, save the carousel running backs, Cameron, and that short yardage power back that the Vulcans have here. They're being very effective, and now you got Bobby Boyd back in the game.
Handoff to Boyd this time, and Boyd gets blown up. Great movement that time. I believe it was number 32 for the Lakers, Tyler Butterball, able to get in and make the hit. And Saul Willis and the corner on the far side, number 15, Gregory Elliott II, kind of jawing at each other, shoving each other after the play. And like we said, these two teams, no strangers to kind of exchanging words with each other. I remember last year, Dominic Solomon Jr. got ejected from the game at the beginning of that second half when we were up at Mercyhurst. So both teams with a history of kind of going at each other. But the Vulcans need to keep them in check. 2nd down, that pass is caught by Willis, and Willis breaks 1 tackle, and Willis powers forward for a first down. We brought down at the 41.
Yeah, that's one thing. And you knew after that, Willis is going to probably get the ball on that play, and he did. It torched that DBE and tried to get past the second wave. Got past 1 defender or 2, and then just couldn't get past the third. But regardless, first down, Vulcans deep now, all inside Laker territory.
Ball on the 41. Black back up to the line. 3 receivers set. Has Raj, sends him in motion to the right side. Handoff to Boyd, and Boyd just following the blockers again, and Boyd picks up another good gain on the ground, about 8 or 9 on the play that time. And it's like that outside power run for the Vulcans. They just keep hammering it. And like I said, the Lakers just have not been able to find an answer.
Going with that speed run option here, as Boyd could have taken it, or you could Black had the whole near side. He could have kept it. But great run by Bobby Boyd. I'm just waiting for him to break one off and take it to the house.
Yeah, Black, no stranger to keeping the ball himself. Last week, didn't throw a touchdown, had the 3 interceptions. Not the greatest day from him, but responsible for all of the Vulcans' points. 3 rushing touchdowns for him. High snap of Black, able to pull it in, and Boyd gets stuffed immediately in the backfield. Loses about 2 on the play. Brings up a big 3rd down now here for the Lakers.
Yeah, definitely Zach Hill was not fooled on that play. Number 11 come flying out of the backfield there to meet Boyd on the run there. Definitely something that the Lakers needed.
And like you said a couple of plays ago, the Lakers just need to find any sort of stops on 3rd down. I've mentioned it a couple of times. Not the best defensive effort this season so far by the Lakers. Ranked dead last in a lot of the categories, and one of them being the 3rd down, the conversions allowed. They allow teams to convert about 54% of the time on 3rd down. Play action pass now for Black, rolling to his right. Black has a man down the field, and that pass is caught by Hopkins, and Hopkins tiptoeing his way out of bounds inside of the red zone. Hopkins pulls that one in, brought down at the 12-yard line, and the Vulcan offense moving.
Yeah, another good play there. there by Black, starting to get that confidence back now. As you see, Hopkins hence walking the tightrope there, staying in bounds, got the first down and more, or it's going to be borderline in that side first and goal territory. The Vulcans just need to get now down to that at 3-yard line for another first down, but I think it's time to make a house call here.
Yeah, great spatial awareness that time from Hopkins, one of the favored receivers of Black for his first catch of the day. Handoff to McCann, and McCann just powering through the hole. McCann picking up some nice yardage once again. The offensive line has just turned the gears up, have just been working even better than they were in that first quarter. Really lacking, but have really stepped it up. About a 7-yard gain on that run.
Yeah, definitely. If you're Mercyhurst, you really are trying to either get a turnover or just try and get off the field, because the last thing that Mercyhurst wants to do right now is give up a touchdown.
4:48 left to go here in the first half. The Vulcans looking to take their first lead of the game. Everything tied at 13. 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard rush from McCann. Ball on the 6-yard line. Black under center. Black takes the snap. Handoff to McCann again. McCann stutter steps and gets nothing. Great tackle made that time by the Lakers defense. Holds McCann to no gain. Brings up another 3rd down.
Yeah, tackle made by Eli Bienikowski, the linebacker there. Definitely wasn't fooled by the offensive play there. Definitely wanted to get McCann down before he was able to get anything, especially that first down.
Yeah, McCann, not the easiest person to tackle, so great job that time. So pull him down, no gain on the play. 3rd and 4, ball on the 6, 3:56 left to go. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far. The Vulcans not really looking to do anything here. Looks like coach is going to signal and take his first timeout of the half. That'll stop the clock with 3:45 left to go. It'll be 3rd down and 4 after this timeout. But like we mentioned, in that first quarter, it was a bit of a slugfest by the Vulcan offense, but the defense kept them alive, and the defense has continued to remain amazing so far here, especially in the second quarter, but the offense has just turned it around completely. While we wait a second, we can take a look at today's PSAC schedule. Like you said earlier, Johnny, a ton of big games with a lot of playoff implications on the line, especially that Slippery Rock Clarion game.
Yeah, if somehow, by the miracle, the football gods allow it, and if Clarion pulls off the win, California would slip into the first place spot, and we'd be talking about what could happen after that Gannon game next week. But the only game right now we have active in the PSAC West right now, Edinburgh trails Old Seton Hill 14-7 in that contest. Looking at a regional game right now in the second quarter, Tiffin University, one of the teams that Cal's going to be competing with in its regional, is up over Walsh University 21-7, and that's about all the other games that we have active right now in the regional.
The last home game of the season here for the Vulcans. The last 2 at Gannon next week, at East Stroudsburg the week afterwards. And like you just mentioned, Seton Hill with the lead right now, and Seton Hill will face off against the Lakers next week at home. 3rd and 4. Handoff to McCann again, and McCann untouched as the Vulcan offensive line parted the Red Sea that time, and McCann able to slip his way into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown, and the Vulcans have their first lead of the afternoon.
Can't make it any easier than that. As we watch here on the replay, look at this handoff, and another beautiful lane opened up for the Vulcans, and they run right into the end zone and now have their first lead of the day.
Yeah, no one from Mercyhurst even close to pulling him down there. Biko on to attempt the extra point. Missed the last one. Snap, kick is down, and the kick is up. Biko's kick is good. 20-13 to score. 3:41 left to go. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CTV. CTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM WCAL.
A new season of Vulcan football is set to begin September 9th versus Kutztown, September 16th versus Shepherd, September 23rd at Edinburgh, September 30 versus Clarion, October 7th at IUP, homecoming October 14th versus Seton Hill, October 21st at Slippery Rock, October 28th versus Mercyhurst, November 4th at Gannon, November 11th at East Stroudsburg. All games available on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adams and Stadium as the Vulcans take the lead for the first time today after a 4-yard Eric McCann, the third rush, his 8th touchdown of the season. And we talk a lot about the mid-game adjustments. Like, you go into halftime, you make some adjustments, you come out in the second half a better team. But the in-half adjustments that the Vulcans have made so far have been just game-changing.
I was going to say, I think that's really one of their biggest things that they do here is how they change things up on the fly.
Yeah, they've been able to take the lead. The kick fielded inside of the Laker 5. Big hit laid that down by Siegel. It was Rodriguez on the return, and we can take a look at that touchdown run one more time.
Yeah, once again, and we see the one that gives the Vulcans the lead. Beautiful, and just how they drew it up right into the end zone for Eric McCann. Another touchdown on the season.
Yeah, I think if you were coaching players on how to execute that play perfectly, I think that would be a perfect example of it. Just the blocking from the offensive line and the tight ends, just unreal, as McCann able to get himself in the end zone. The Lakers with 3:37 trying to answer back before the end of the half. Urena stepping up. His pass intercepted by the Vulcans. Matt Toby looking for some blocks. Toby now reversing field, just trying to get himself, spins off at one tackle, and Toby is able to find the blockers, and Toby is going to get into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. And when it rains, it pours. The Vulcans tack on another one as Urena picked off, and Toby does the rest, spins off a tackle, runs all around the field, and finds himself in the end zone.
Oh, what a play. What a play by Matt Toby. Look at this replay. Jukes one, spins out of the tackle, reverses upfield, gets the blockers from his guys out there, and is making a house call. It was a matter of time before we saw the Vulcans being close and have extended that lead 26-13 now.
Biko's kick is up. And Anthony Biko's kick is good. 27-13 the score, 3:21 left to go. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on CTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM.
Suffering from World Cup withdrawal? Well, Vulcan men's and women's soccer has you covered. Come up and watch the region's best soccer teams do battle in a combined 18 home games at the beautiful Phillipsburg Soccer Complex. In addition, 3 men's and 3 women's home games will be featured live on CTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network. Follow Cal Vulcans for up-to-date information on all things Vulcan soccer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adamson Stadium as the senior from Chalfont, Pennsylvania, in his final home game here for the Red and Black, gets himself a pick six. Matt Toby gets himself in the end zone after what I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, and gets himself into the end zone. The Vulcans now have a 14-point lead, and like I said earlier on in the game, huge shout out to not only Matt Toby, but the Toby family. Some of our biggest supporters here at CTV, especially Mr. Toby, who does a ton for us here. And what a better way to cap off your last home game here at Adamson Stadium as Biko, his kick underway, will be fielded inside of the 5-yard line. The Vulcan special team swarming and nowhere to go as it was Charney and I believe Washington bringing him down around the 21-yard line. We can take a look at Toby's magic once again.
Yeah, Matt, start calling him Magic Matt now. After that play, what a defensive effort by him. He would not be denied. And what a better way you said it, say, go out on your last home game here as a Vulcan and with a pick six.
Yeah, and I want to say, also a big shout out to the rest of the defense, not giving up on the play and looking back and making sure he had the blockers to get in as Urena rolling to his left now, trying to find a man deep down the field, nearly brought in, but just off the fingertips of Braden Black. And after that initial flurry from the Lakers offense, it's really been very quiet. The Vulcan defense has been able to muzzle them.
Yeah, you want to talk about how things have changed. First quarter, Mercyhurst had 8 first downs to 1 for California. Here in the second quarter, it's been 6 first downs for the Vulcans to Mercyhurst 1. So it's like a switch was flipped there in that little break.
Yeah, just like Drake. He flipped the switch, and the Vulcans defense did it too. 3:09 left to go. Second down and 10. Urena stepping back to throw. His pass incomplete. I mean, dangerous throw, trying to find his tight end, Darren Mizgorski, and that pass falls incomplete. Brings up another 3rd down and long for the Lakers offense.
You had Dominic Solomon Jr. and a herd of other Vulcans right there, almost picked off again, and if they're lucky, that one fell incomplete.
And if you're the Lakers, it's a tough spot because the Vulcans get the ball back to start the second half. Whistles are blown. A flag will be thrown, and I believe the Vulcans pointing towards the Lakers, and it looks like Sonago moved a bit on the far side, so waiting to see where exactly the infraction will be, and it will be against the offense. And like I said, I mean, when it's bad, it's completely switched. The game flipped on its head as the Vulcans now just not only do they have the momentum, it seems like the Lakers never had it.
Yeah, it seemed like the momentum for the Lakers just absolutely just disappeared without a trace. Definitely, if you're the Lakers, you want to go into the locker room at halftime and definitely try and make some adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, they had a ton of success in that first quarter. Draw play on the 3rd down and 15. And the Lakers are going to get it, I believe. It was Butera rushing up the right side. Will be marked down a step out of bounds, a yard short of the 1st down. And now it's interesting to see what the Lakers do here. Like I said, if you punt the ball to the Vulcans, that'll give them the ball with about 2 minutes left to go here in the quarter. The Vulcans still have 2 timeouts, and they get the ball to start the second half. But it looks like the punting unit for the Lakers will make their way out onto the field.
Yeah, great stop for the Vulcans. Ends on that bend, don't break mentality. I honestly thought he was, like you said, was going to break away on that play, but somehow the Vulcans stand tall here and hang on.
And the defense gets another stop. Punting unit out there, and the punt will be fielded by Willis at the 33. Willis now working up the near side. Gets brought down by the back of his head. And, man, if the Vulcans will find themselves well within Laker territory now. That was number 32 for Mercyhurst, Tyler Butterball, just ripping the back of Willis's head. So it would be an unsportsmanlike, and the Vulcans offense will find themselves inside of Laker territory to start their next drive.
Yeah, tensions are rising definitely between Mercyhurst and Cal. You can see Tyler Butterball obviously not too happy with the way things are going and taking his anger out in honestly the wrong way.
Yeah, and I think if you're the Lakers, I think it's pretty understandable. Personal foul, horse collar tackle against Butterball. I mean, when you started off the game so well in all phases of the game, it seemed like nothing could go wrong for the Lakers in the first 14 minutes or so. Wait a second. Shout out to Devon Franklin for finishing in the top 30 athletes of the PSAs, or of Division II altogether. I mean, an unbelievable athletic career here at California. One of the best athletes that has ever donned the colors of the Vulcans, and huge shout out to her for finishing in the top 30, and cheers to many more successes for her after her recent graduation. But the Vulcans now with the ball, 1st down and 10, ball on the 45. Black hands it, or Black keeps it himself, excuse me. Black just able to pick up a big gain, faked me out, faked everyone out. Black picks up a 1st down and a lot more.
Give some credit to the running back there, Cameron, and the offensive line as they sold that one.
Sold me on it.
And look at the lane that Black had. We talked about how he could pull the keeper. Or everyone went in on Cameron, and he said, nope, I'm going to take this one myself. Thank you.
Black in the pocket, stepping up, trying to roll away, but Black has nowhere to go. Brought down for a loss. Number 20, Nevin Nowitzki, able to pick up a sack there, a loss of 5, and the Vulcans will take their second timeout with 1:35 left to go.
Yeah, if you're Mercyhurst, you definitely needed that. Good play by number 20, Nevin Nowitzki. Wasn't fooled by anything there. Was able to get into the backfield virtually untouched and able to get that sack for the Lakers.
Yeah, but the Vulcans still have plenty of time. It'll be about 2nd down and 15. 1:35 left to go. They still have a timeout. And like I said, they're going to get the ball back to start the second half, so we can take a look at some replays from the Vulcan scores here.
Yeah, we're starting off that first touchdown on with the run by McCann and at almost half-field bomb there from Black to Willis is the third. And then what put the Vulcans into the lead, the perfectly drawn up run play to Eric McCann and right up the gut into the end zone. And then, of course, Magic Matt with the pick six. He gets away from one, spins off another, and then gets the blockers from the defense into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, just unreal play from him and the Vulcan defense. Really just stepping it up and just putting a chokehold on the Mercyhurst Lakers here after that opening quarter. Second down and 14. Black in the gun, has some time going deep down the near side, has a man and trying to find Martin in and out of his hands. Nearly had him, and pass falls incomplete. Decent coverage by the Lakers, but I think Martin's going to want that one back.
I guarantee he's going to be wanting that one back just off of his hand. And so, I mean, that close to me, he can at 34 or 33. 13, putting a 20 spot up on the Lakers.
Yeah, like we said, or like you said, Sabe, good coverage there by number 5, Zach Helsley. A little bit of hand fighting there, but definitely good, clean coverage, but unfortunate for the receiver.
Yeah, just doing enough to put him off. Black back to throw. Has Kalechi on the near side. Kalechi able to break off a one tackle, and Kalechi breaks a couple of tackles up the sideline, and Kalechi into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. Jack Kalechi gets himself one here on the season, and with 1:20 left to go, the Vulcans do make it 33-13.
Yeah, good play here as we see Kalechi. He breaks off one defender, jukes out 2, 3, and then nothing but green grass ahead of it. Walks right into the end zone for 6.
Yeah, if you were the linebacker back there, you definitely wanted to wishing you had that tackle.
Yeah, the open field tackling, biting the Lakers in the back as Biko's kick is up, and his kick is good. 34-13 the score. The Vulcans with a commanding lead, 1:20 left to go. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adamson Stadium as Jack Kalechi gets himself into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown, and this offense putting on an absolute clinic here in the second quarter, just showing you the dotting the T's, dotting the I's, crossing the T's. I said that one completely wrong, but just doing everything they can to show off this offensive firepower. Makes it 34-13, 1:20 left to go. Biko with a line drive kick that's going to bounce all the way into the end zone for the touchback. We can take a look at Kalechi there on your screen, and we can take a look at that replay one more time.
Yeah, I mean, when everything's going right for you for the Vulcans, like they have this second quarter, or just breaks off one tackle, breaks 2, 3, he gets a block from the 4th, and then right into the end zone. I mean, you can't write it up any easier than that.
Yeah, definitely. If you're like I said, during the break, if you're that linebacker, Nevin Nowitzki, you definitely wanted to, you definitely regret missing that tackle there.
Yeah, open field tackling, one of the more difficult things to do in the entirety of football, and Kalechi and showed Nowitzki exactly where they're there. And 1:20 left to go. The Lakers still with all 3 timeouts. Draw play as it's going to be Butera. And Butera's off to the races, has no one. As Solomon Jr. just trying to run him down, and he does. Great tackling and great recovery from Solomon Jr. Brings down Jalen Butera, who just completely flips the field.
Yeah, what a run there by Jalen Butera, showing off the speed. Unfortunately, wasn't enough to get past Solomon Jr., but still, what a run there by the Lakers.
Yeah, broken coverage from the Vulcans, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you're the Lakers, you need that going into halftime as we take under a minute. As Urena rolling out to his right, and Urena swarmed, and Urena is brought down. A couple Vulcans there immediately. It was number 53, Robert Washington, the first one there, but it was John Hutchinson who brought him down.
Yeah, definitely. If you're Adam Urena, you definitely wish you wanted to throw that one away and avoid the sack there, because that is not what you want, especially with less than about a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the clock winding down. The Lakers maybe trying to put on some points before the end of the half. Urena gets the snap. Dart over the middle, intercepted by Solomon Jr. And Solomon Jr. gets the block, and Solomon Jr. finds himself inside of Vulcan territory, slows things down, breaks off a couple of tackles before being brought down at the 38-yard line.
I mean, what a interception there by Solomon Jr. And obviously huge props to Ryan Welch for honestly saving a touchdown there. I mean, to be fair, that big man can move.
Yeah, honestly, I thought Solomon Jr. was off to the races there, but you see, just juked 3 defenders out of their shoes before getting wrapped up. So now the question is, do you go for it? Or you got 2 timeouts in about 14, almost 15 seconds left. Do you try to get Biko in range and get the points, or do you just take a knee and go to the locker room?
Well, the Vulcans come out of the huddle in the gun, and Solomon Jr. that time, I think, just thought about it too much, slowed up. Black takes the snap, stepping up in the pocket, has some time, going deep down the far side, trying to find Willis. That pass incomplete, nearly intercepted, as it was number 2, Anthony Mackey, the Laker defender, who looked like he pulled it in, but the referee going to call him out of bounds. 5.9 seconds left here for the Vulcans.
Yeah, it looks like that pass from Davis Black either looked like it came out of his hand wrong, or it looked like it may have gotten tipped a little bit there. Mackey trying to plead his case that he was in bounds. Obviously, the ref not giving in.
Yeah, excellent coverage that time by Mackey, able to hold off on Willis that time, and the Vulcans are going to take their 3rd and final timeout to talk things over. And you made an interesting point there, Johnny. I mean, the Vulcans could have looked for a shot over the middle, tried to move themselves into field goal range for Biko to make it, but they wanted the glory. They wanted to go for the end zone.
They want it all.
And while we have a second, we can take a look at the regional rankings here in the Atlantic region for the Vulcans, where they find themselves in and amongst the contenders.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier on looking at some of the games in action right now. Now at halftime, Tiffin up over Walsh University right now, 28-3. They're getting ready to come out of that one. But through the first 5 minutes of play down in Charleston, still nothing up to the score with them, and Frostburg are still waiting to get this one underway. The Yellow Jackets versus Fairmont State in a nothing score or as Assumption and battles it out right now in their game. And one that's going to have some implications on that NEC is New Haven and is tied with them. Nothing in about halfway through the first.
And a lot of big games to keep your eyes on here today. 2nd down and 10, 5.9 seconds left. Ball on the 38-yard line. The Vulcans with a trio of receivers on the far side. Willis, the lone receiver on the near Black, rolling now to his right, just firing it for the end zone. Can anyone come up with it? The ball brought in for the touchdown. I mean, nothing you can say. D.A.V. Johnson jumps higher than the rest and brings that one in for the touchdown at the buzzer. 40-13 to score, awaiting the extra point from Biko.
Yeah, look at the replay here. Black rolling out. Gets rid of the ball. Borderline late hit there, and then jump ball in the end zone. As you see him going up deep for that one. And reminds me of a former Vulcan in Phil Alston going up for the ball. Brings it in for 6, and the Vulcans up 40-13.
Biko's kick is up, and Anthony Biko's kick is good. Johnson mossing the entire secondary of the Mercyhurst Lakers, and we're through 30 here at Adamson Stadium. The Vulcans 41, the Lakers 13. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the start of the second half here on CUTV. CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM, WCAL, Power 92, and your home for the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Are you a Penn West California student looking to get involved in media? You have 2 great choices, and for both, all majors are welcome. CUTV is the home for Vulcan sports. Be a part of 80-plus live games both home and on the road. We're looking for announcers, camera operators, graphic operators, and much more. There are also opportunities to develop your own shows. Go to our YouTube page, CUTV Sports 1, and see all of the content. WCAL Radio gives you the opportunity to play your music and develop your own show. Be heard locally over the air in a 40-mile radius and worldwide online. That's 91.9 FM, Power 92. SAI Media of CUTV and WCAL. Get out, join up, be seen, and be heard.
Dr. Frank Stetter, Director. Mr. Steve Ventura, Assistant Director. Dave Wright, Social Media Coordinator. Donna Senman, Future Twirlers, Alcina Real, Synth and Fun Percussion. Rob Burlikich, Percussion Technician. James Carroll, Color Guard, and Randall Jeffries in Drill Design. A big congratulations today to our seniors and welcome high school students for our annual Mass Band Day. But will you survive long enough to graduate? Because October 31st comes but once a year. And this year the band is bringing it to you with our 2024 show entitled Halloween. Our field commanders are Yelena Craig and Tristan Kobasek. Is your band ready? We hope you all enjoy the show and make it out alive.
Hello, everyone. It's senior day here at Adamson Stadium, and the Vulcans have scored 41 straight unanswered points to take a 41-13 lead over the Mercyhurst Lakers. 4 touchdowns of that being in the last 3 minutes and 41 seconds of the first half. It's John Sape, Hunter Garman, and Jonathan Sakaguchi still with you here for your coverage. And, I mean, what else can you say about that first half?
I don't know, man.
What do you say about that first half? I mean, it was a quiet – for the Vulcans, that first quarter was very quiet.
Until the very end.
Yeah, till like the last 30 seconds of the first quarter, and then it's been all Vulcans ever since. Like, they stepped on the gas pedal, and they've not looked back.
Yeah, they absolutely haven't, and it's just been an all-around performance. Just looking at some of the halftime stats, total offense, 328 yards of offense for the Vulcans in the first half, 94 going into the second quarter, so well over 200 yards of total offense in that second quarter alone. 147 passing yards, 147 passing yards, 181 rushing yards. I can read now. Davis Black, 6 for 10, 147 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, he's scoring a touchdown every other pass completion in this game so far, and it's been in all phases as well. We've seen the Vulcan defense step up a couple of times. They have 2 interceptions in that second quarter, and I mean, like you said, they just haven't looked back. They looked like a shell. They looked like the team that picked up right where they left off last week against Slippery Rock. They looked defeated. They looked rough to start the game. But after that big run from Boyd, I think that was really the turning point for the Vulcans going into the second quarter and hopefully for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, and what do you say? Because literally Boyd came out and just took a very quiet offense of the Vulcans and just turned it right upside down onto its head, and we're just got the Vulcans knocking on the door right there to start hurting the second quarter or to get things going, and then they've not looked back since.
I mean, I think your offense would be hyped up too if your freshman running back just cracked off an 82-yard run.
Yeah, and I mean, I would be too. Looking at the plays, 28 total offensive plays for the Vulcans compared to 32 for the Lakers. The Lakers still with the lion's share of the time of possession, 16:07 compared to the 13:53 of the Vulcans. And looking at the offensive drives for the Vulcans that have resulted in points, 2 plays for 83 yards took 43 seconds. 3 plays for 85 yards took a minute and a half. 11 plays for 66 yards, that was the longest by far, for 6.5 minutes. 4 plays for 45 yards, that took less than a minute. And then 2 plays, 38 yards, that took 15 seconds right at the end of the quarter. I mean, the Vulcan offense coming into today's game, one of the more explosive ones. We've known that they are up for big plays. I mean, we saw 2 in that Shepherd game where Eric Willis III took 90-plus yard receptions into the end zone for the touchdown. And I mean, the Vulcans kind of got away from that the last couple of weeks. They haven't been on their A game necessarily on the offensive side of the ball, but at the end of that first quarter and that entire second quarter, they stepped it up, and the big play offense is back.
Yeah, for sure. Or in getting the ball back here to start. Or you scored the end of the half, and now you're getting the ball back here. They don't try that surprise onside.
Yeah, and if you're Mercyhurst at this point, I feel like anything you can do to just pull out all the stops to try to get something going. The Lakers will be going from right to left to start the third quarter. The Vulcans from left to right. Bronco awaiting the kick here for the Lakers. Bronco's kick will be fielded by Boyd inside of his own 5-yard line, and Boyd just running right up the middle, gets blown up. Huge hit by the Lakers. That was number 46 for the Lakers. Russell Pitlack, and we've seen him a couple of times just throw out haymaker after haymaker.
I mean, what a hit by the tight end. I mean, jeez.
All right, who had the Madden hit stick in play? Because that's exactly what that was.
Yeah, I have no idea. That was insane.
Credit
what a hit.
to Boyd for holding onto the ball. The Vulcans will start their offensive possession, the first one of the second half, at their own 22, first down and 10. Black and the offense back out there once more. 1 receiver on the far side, 2 on the near. It's going to be McCann in the backfield, right behind Black. Black gets the snap, hand off to McCann, and McCann getting forward. McCann, nice run once again on first down. Taking a little bit more than we've seen him pick up in this game. Picks up about 6 or 7 on the play.
Injured player down for
Officials
Laker a little bit slow to get up one of the defensive linemen is on his knees, but has not been able to make his way fully to his feet.
It looks like number 78, R.J. Tillman, which if he is out for the game, that is a huge loss for the Lakers, especially considering the game last week against Gannon. As I've said before, he had 3 total tackles and the only interception for the Lakers defense.
Yeah, well, we have a second. I believe that's the schedule for the Vulcans here to close out the season. Obviously, the game today, but 2 pretty difficult matchups to end the season for California.
Yeah, going on the road for the rest of the year here, as they next Saturday will be in Gannon and making our final trip to Erie for at least football season, and then having to go across the state to East Stroudsburg, potentially a playoff spot on the line and for the Vulcans. So we got to see what's going on.
It looks like the injured Laker, R.J. Tillman, back to his feet. It looks like he's going to be able to make his way off the field. And like you said, thankfully it's the last drive up to Erie for at least the football season. We get a couple months break. Always a nice drive, but not a big fan of waking up that early in the morning.
They had 6 a.m. trips to Erie or
not fun.
Yeah,
not fun at all.
Yeah, I'm not an early morning person. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you got to do what you got to do. And so far, the Vulcans on the season have had some successful trips up to Erie. They're up there at Edinburgh where they got a big win and have a chance to go up there once again and get another one here at the dying embers of the football season. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Ball on the 27. High snap of Black, able to pull that one in. McCann on the handoff again, and McCann able to bounce this one to the outside. Gets ran out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Picks up the first down and a couple more.
Tackle there out of bounds made by Tyler Butterball, the linebacker. Good play there, able to chase down McCann and prevent him from getting more yards than the Lakers would want.
Yeah, as we see the replay there, he had a wide open lane on the outside. Coming near side here towards us, but good running lane for the Vulcans.
Bring up a new set of downs here for California. 13:59 left to go. 1st down and 10. Ball on the 34. McCann motions to Black's right. Black back to throw. Has some time. Quick passes caught by Martin. And Martin able to turn around. And Martin trying to juke upfield. And he does so. And Martin able to fall forward and pick up another 1st down for California.
Yeah, good catch and run. And off the little hitch route here, as we see a Black having plenty of time on the comeback route. Oh, to Martin. And made it 1-2. Almost got 3 Lakers to miss. And I think if he makes gets one more miss, he's probably off to the races.
Yeah, it's always a little scary watching a receiver run back after he makes the catch, but able to pick up some positive yardage. The handoff to McCann. McCann just following the blockers. McCann powering forward with the help of his offensive line on the back end. Picks up about 8 on the 1st down run.
Gives recognition also to the fullback Gage Rogue. As he with a little star step gave him McCann in the lane.
The Vulcans right back up to the line, and the Vulcans will take another 1st down. Another handoff to McCann. Picks up about 4 or 5 on the ground. And the Vulcans now well within Laker territory. It'll be 1st down and 10 now. The ball on the Laker 42. McCann will make his way off the field as Bobby Boyd Jr. will make his way back on. And it's just been these 2 running backs have been on it so far here for California, as Black in the gun, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near. The Lakers with a very crowded box. Black gets the snap, handoff again to Boyd, and Boyd just looking for the angle, but wrapped up immediately. Great hands on that interior line by number 95, Cam White. Forces Boyd to lose a yard on the ground.
Yeah, good play there by Cam White. Able to make the tackle on Boyd, especially given that Boyd is one of the speedier people on this Cal offense.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. And the Vulcans have literally gone downfield. They've ran in the ball majority of the time here in the third quarter of play. I mean, they've only thrown the ball 1 time, so you kind of expected it.
Yeah, I mean, the Vulcans definitely in no rush to get these plays off. 2nd down and 11. Black back to throw. Pass tipped at the line. It's going to fall incomplete, just short of DeMonte Martin. And the pressure wasn't really there, but a good enough interior penetration by the Lakers. They were able to get a hand up, able to force the tip pass and force an incompletion and force a Vulcan 3rd and long.
Yeah, I believe the ball was tipped by number 99, James Royal, the defensive end. Filling in for Max Malice, who did not make the trip down here today.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing you can do is get your hands up in the air and make it more difficult for him to complete the pass. And he did exactly that. 3rd and 11, Black takes the snap, screen pass on the near side, finds Willis, and Willis unable to get away. Great tackle in the open field by number 30, Eli Benikonski. About a loss of 1 on the play, so the Lakers able to get the Vulcan offense, who's been on a roll in that second quarter, able to get them off the field.
Yeah, good play there by the linebacker, who wasn't fooled by the screen, was able to make the tackle and force the Cal offense off the field.
I know that screenplay last week. I know Braxton Turner, my commentator last week, when we made the way up to Slippery Rock, that screen pass did not work at all in the entire game, and Braxton kept saying, why do they keep running the screen pass? Because it just did not work at all. And that time it didn't, as well as Rosensteel, hefty punt, but going to take an excellent roll, going to be marked down inside of the 1-yard line. Makes up for that initial punt that he had in the game. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lakers from their own 1-yard line.
Yeah, a beautiful punt from Rosensteel. Oh, and like you said, got the Vulcan bounce. I think the breeze out there might have helped out a little bit because I thought that one was going to bounce on the end zone, but it stood tall there for California. As we take a look here, or now the schedule for the Lakers, as you mentioned, and they'll travel next week, or they'll be at home next week, as they'll take on Shepherd, or the Seton Hill Griffins, who are in action against Edinburgh right now, and then wrapping up the season with a trip to Shepherd, and that's gonna be a long road trip for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the game's at noon. You would expect a Friday afternoon departure
100%.
from Erie for that one. But the Lakers will set up shop 1st and 10 from their own 1. Urena hands it off to Schoaf, and Schoaf able to get some breathing room for the Lakers. Breaks off a couple of tackles before falling forward. We marked down at about the 8-yard line. So big gain on the 1st down, gives the Lakers some room to breathe.
Yeah, good run there by Schoaf, giving the Lakers a little bit more room to work with, especially if they want to take maybe a shot to try and get a good bit of yardage.
Yeah, they don't have to worry necessarily about the dangers of their own end zone, even though they are still close. Got to keep that in the back of their heads. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 8-yard line. About to cross the 10-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter.
I think you mean 2nd and 3 there.
I thought 2nd down and 3. Snap, handoff once again. Fighting for some extra yardage, but nothing there. I believe it was Rodriguez on the carry.
Rodriguez, the ball carrier.
Rodriguez picks up maybe a yard, half a yard on the play. 3rd down and 2 now for the Lakers here inside of their own 10.
Yeah, definitely if you're the Lakers here, you really want this 1st down to try and give your team more, try and give your defense a little bit more of a breather here.
Yeah, if the Vulcans get a stop, you're setting up some excellent field position for the offense. Urena in the gun, 3rd and 2, ball on the 9. Handoff, but blown up immediately. Rodriguez able to break off a tackle, and Rodriguez trying to work to the outside, and Rodriguez picks up enough for the 1st down. A flag is thrown in and around the area, but I mean, big, I won't say a big hit, but a great job. But the play going to be negated, a holding call against number 77, the right guard, Colin Null, and that'll back the Lakers up. And I mean, they had enough for the 1st down after the big run from Rodriguez. It can result in a 3rd and about 9 now, or a little bit closer to the 3rd, about 7 now for the Lakers.
Yeah, definitely something that you don't want, especially if you're the Lakers offense. You wanted that 1st down without the penalty.
It would be a 3rd and 6. I can't see on that far side a little bit of the depth perception not quite there this afternoon. So we're going to take under 9 minutes. 3rd and 6 from the 5. Man in motion. Urena handoff again to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez breaks off some tackles, spinning around, but is only going to pick up a few. And you see the penalties coming back to bite once again. The Vulcans get a stop on 3rd down. It'll be a 4th and about 5 for the Lakers. well within their own territory. And that's going to bring on Lippert and the punting unit, and Lippert going to be standing deep inside of his own end zone.
Yeah, if you're the Lakers right now, you're just hoping that Lippert can get a pretty huge punt to try and at least pin the Vulcans back in their own territory and not in theirs.
And we've seen this story before from the Vulcans. We've seen them block a couple of punts. Wouldn't be surprised to see them try to at least send the house here. Lippert's punt is able to be gotten away. Willis will field it from his own 45. Willis makes one-man miss. Willis juking upfield, trying to split between two before being brought down at the 42-yard line. So the Vulcans will start their second offensive drive here of the second half, well within Laker territory.
Yeah, good tackle there by Jeff Leavell. If he didn't make that tackle, it could have been another one of those instances where Willis is off to the races.
We'll see if the offense can bounce back after a bit of a slow start in that first possession. Like we said, I mean, after that second quarter, it seemed like the offense could do nothing wrong with the Lakers defense. Did a good job at holding the Vulcans there. Be 1st and 10 now from the 42, 8:05 left to go here in the third quarter. 2 receivers on the far side for Black, 1 on the near. Boyd in the backfield to Black's right. Boyd will get the call, handoff, and Boyd powering forward, got some nice block up front. Will pick up about 5 on the ground.
Yeah, good run there by Boyd. Boyd had an open lane, and this one of those big guys up front just decided to go, and try to get a piggyback ride from it, and brought Boyd back down to the ground.
Yeah, that was number 99, James Royal, going for a little bit of a piggyback ride there. Able to bring him down for a short gain. Well, not a short gain, but a gain of about 5.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more in Boyd. Not the easiest one to tackle was it's going to be Kalechi and Raj, both moving from the left side to the right side of the formation. Black hands off again to Boyd, and Boyd able to break free, and Boyd inside of Laker territory, shoving off a defender before finally being pushed out of bounds inside of the 5-yard line. Another big run from Bobby Boyd Jr.
Yeah, I thought he was about to break it off there. We've been talking about it all day. Once again, Boyd getting robbed of getting getting a touchdown on it as he's knocked out at the 6-yard line this time.
Yeah, good resilience there by Anthony Mackey in order to stay upright and deny Bobby the touchdown run.
Yeah, that's an outside power rush again. The Vulcans will send both tight ends over, and then all Boyd has to do is just follow the leaders in front of him as the Vulcans get themselves 1st and goal now at the 6. Black under center. Raj now in motion. Boyd in the backfield. Boyd gets the call, and Boyd runs into the brick wall, which is the Mercyhurst Lakers defensive line. Loses about 3 or 4 on the play.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be stopped right around on, I want to say, the 9-yard line, so loss of 3.
Yeah. Play made by the defensive lineman, Damon Banks. Good play there, basically pushing back the fullback in order to get to Boyd before he could get any more yards.
Yeah, Banks able to just penetrate through, get up and under that Vulcan offensive line. And I'll back the Vulcans up just a little bit. It'll be 2nd and goal now. Ball on the 8-yard line. Black gets the snap. Fade towards the back of the end zone. That pass nearly brought in again. It was Davey Johnson who caught that touchdown at the brink at the end of the first half on the Hail Mary. Nearly pulled that one in, but great coverage by the Lakers. That pass falls incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and goal now from the 9.
Yeah, good coverage there by number 38, Jerome Mullins. A little bit of jersey grab and hand fighting there with 89, but was still able to get the coverage done, and no flags were thrown.
Can the Vulcans get themselves into the end zone once again after that loss last week against Slippery Rock? Definitely steering the ship back in the right direction here today. 5:51 left to go. 3rd and goal from the 9. Cameron in the backfield alongside Black. Black gets a snap. Looking to the left. That pass off the fingertips of Amari Hopkins. Would have been well short. It would have been Hopkins would have done a lot to get himself into the end zone, but nonetheless, the pass falls incomplete, bringing a 4th and goal now, and Anthony Bico will be on to attempt a field goal.
Yeah, if you're the Lakers, although you didn't get the offense completely off the field, you're at least happy to take 3 points rather than 7.
Yeah, the first Lakers bending but not breaking in the second half so far, doing a good job at just righting some of the wrongs that they had in that first half. Bico on to attempt the extra point. Rosensteel to hold. The kick is up from Biko, and Anthony Biko's kick is good. 44-13 your score. 5:43 left to go here in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CUTV. CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates the athletic and academic excellence of its student athletes. Last year, over 3,800 achieved at least a 3.25 GPA to earn recognition as a PSAC Scholar Athlete. Athletically, 75 PSAC teams qualified for the NCAA championships. Champions on the field, champions in the classroom, making the PSAC proud.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adamson Stadium as Biko's kick makes it a 44-13 score. Most points that they've scored this season, the Vulcans. The last time they scored 44 points in a game was against the Mercyhurst Lakers last year when they won 44-20. Still well within the realm of possibility of a repeat score. And with 5:43 left to go, the Vulcans continue 44 now unanswered points for California.
Yeah, I know, Gooch, you just before we came back, I know you had said something about Biko closing in on a school record.
Yeah, he all-time field goals made. I believe now, once the stats update, he will be in third place. Not still too far from the realm of breaking the record.
One of the best kickers that this school has ever seen. And his kickoff will get us underway once again. Big hit, but a decent return made by the Lakers. It was Camden Herman on the return. Excuse me, it was Butera returning that one for the Lakers. The Lakers will now start their next possession from their own 29. Big shout out to Blaze and one of the cheerleaders over on the far side, laying down the hammer. I mean, that's got to be exhausting. We're hitting it, getting 44 up there on the board.
I was going to say, hitting it 44 times, that's got to be exhausting, especially hitting a big, heavy sledgehammer on that anvil 44 times.
And that's probably why both of them are out there doing it, because if it was up to me, I wouldn't be able to lift my arms up. For the Lakers, 1st and 10 from the 29. Handoff right up the middle. Nice run on the first down. Shof with the carry. Picks up about 6 on the ground.
Yeah, big hit there at the end of that run by Matt Toby.
Yeah, big hit there. Props to Shof for being able to hold on to that ball and not let Toby's hit jar it loose.
Yeah, Shof being one of the better offensive outlets for the Lakers here in this game. Be 2nd down and 4 from the 35. Tons of motion by the Lakers offense. Urena in the gun. Hand off to Shof again, and Shof breaks off a one tackle, and Shof able to get forward and able to pick up a first down. Showing off the athleticism, able to shrug off a couple of tackles that time.
Yeah, good run there by Shof, able to get the Lakers another first down, and hopefully, for if you're the Lakers, sparking a bit of life into this Mercyhurst offense to try and get you guys trying to get them rolling to score a touchdown.
Handoff again on first down. That run goes just about nowhere. Shof again on the carry, picks up 1, maybe 2 on the ground. And like you said, I think if you're the Lakers here, it's going to be a tough task to ask for you to come back at the end of this game. But definitely need to show off for the Lakers faithful that have made the trip down here today, giving them something to cheer for as this game winds on, as we're now about to cross the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. 2nd down and 9 from the 43. The Vulcans with a 44-13 lead. Man in motion as Urena takes a snap. Quick throw over the middle is caught and tackled immediately by Matt Toby. Good job that time by Braden Black to hold on, but Toby right on his back, able to bring him down, brings up a 3rd and about 5 now for the Lakers.
Yeah, Braden Black, one of Urena's favorite targets, has been pretty quiet recently throughout this game, but then again, the Vulcan defense has been everywhere all over the field, so it doesn't surprise me that his star wideouts have been pretty quiet.
3rd and 5, ball on the 47, 3:25 left to go in the third. Urena quick throw. That pass intercepted or batted down. Toby was running it back to the end zone regardless. But the Vulcan pressure able to get back to Urena, forced the incomplete pass, and I thought Toby had another one.
I did too. I thought he had it. I thought he swatted it. It was swatted by Hill and picked up by Toby and heading for the house once again. And what a story that would have been in for senior day.
I bet Toby definitely really wanted that. Really wish that ball didn't hit the ground there. Wish he had another interception run back for a touchdown.
The Lakers keep the offense on the field here, 4th and 5 at this point.
You have to.
If you want to find yourself in a 31-point hole, you need to do stuff like this.
You have to.
It looks like they're going to let the clock wind to 0.
Delay game.
They'll take the delay of game. And that'll give Lippert a little bit more room to punt the ball off here on the 4th down and 10.
Yeah, with it being 4th and 5, I think they were trying to draw Cal offside in order to get the free first down. Looking at one of the other games here in the PSAC, Slippery Rock is up 14-0 over Clarion with a minute left to go in the first half.
4th down and 9.
Yeah, the Rock picking up right where they left off. The number 6th ranked team in the country coming into this week. And, I mean, they've just been on a tear. No one has had an answer for the Rock quite yet. The Vulcans saw they get one last week, but unable to do so is Lippert. His punt fielded by Willis inside the 20. Willis breaks off a 1 tackle, breaks off a few more as a few players went flying past Willis, and then a lot of flags thrown on the back end.
Looks like it's going to be a face mask call there as the one player from Mercy trying to grab Willis to take him down, but unfortunately I think he caught a little bit of the face mask there.
And as we've seen, you got to do everything you can to try to get Eric Willis the 3rd down on the ground. And the referees mulling it over in and around the 20-yard line. It looks like
waiting the official call here.
During the return, illegal block in the back.
It's going to be a block in the back call against the California Vulcans. It'll be against number 15, I believe Micah Thomas will be the guilty party. So that'll back the Vulcans up. They'll start their next offensive possession all the way on the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't catch the block in the back. It looked to me like they were throwing the flags for a face mask. But maybe as the rest were talking it over, they decided that it may not have been a face mask after all.
Vulcan offense set up shop at the 10, 1st and 10 from the 10. A lot of 10s, 3:07 left to go. Black hands it off to Boyd, and Boyd gets some good blocks again, and Boyd trying to cut upfield, and Boyd spins forward and picks up another first down. Bobby Boyd Jr. running the hell out of the ball just into the ground and picking up another first down.
Yeah, he's probably been the hardest worker out there, definitely the workhorse of the offense today. Taking a look now. After that, he's averaging almost 17 yards a carry. With 180 yards on the net gain today. So,
get that man a rush around the goal line. Get him a touchdown. He deserves it after the performance he has had today. 2:25 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Vulcans, the new set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 22 after the 12-yard rush. Black stepping up in the pocket, going for Willis on this near side. That pass incomplete, trying to find Willis. Great coverage on the near side by the Lakers. It was number 38, Jerome Mullins.
Oh, nice skip up from Eric Willis.
Showing off the acrobatics there a little bit.
He does it all.
But yeah, as you were saying, good coverage there by 38. That was Jerome Mullins. Willis had to play a little bit of a defensive back there.
Yeah, here, watch the kip up here from Eric Willis. It's reminding me of HBK.
Hey, there's nothing he can't do at this point, especially like anything on the football field. Eric Willis, the 3rd,
that man can do it all.
Of. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think in the scope of the field, he can do it all. Handoff on 2nd down to Boyd, and Boyd running hard again, and Boyd bounces off 1 tackle. Boyd powering forward for some more, and Boyd picks up another 12 on the ground for another Vulcan first down.
Yeah, it looked like he had to. It took the combined effort of Anthony Mackey and Eli Binikowski to take him down.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 34.
What can we say? Boyd's probably, like I said, he's been the workhorse of this offense today.
Almost 200 yards.
He is 9 yards away from getting that 200.
reverse to Boyd. Boyd able to pick up another nice positive chunk, about 4 or 5 on the first down run. That seems minuscule to what we've seen him pick up on the ground so far. We expect him to pick up 10 or 12 at least, but only a measly 5-yard game on the ground that time for Boyd.
Yeah, I mean, that was his 14th carry there of the day.
3 receivers set for the Vulcans. Boyd still in the backfield getting the load of the work. 2 receivers on the far, 1 on the near black in the gun, and Boyd gets the call again, and Boyd following the blocks, and Boyd gets into Laker territory before being pushed out of bounds. Great blocking once again. I mean, we can talk about Boyd all we want, but the offensive line deserves their flowers as well. They've been unbelievable as after the first 10, 15 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and with that carry, that's going to put Bobby Boyd up over 200 yards. Can we get this man into the end zone, please?
That's what I'm saying. He does a lot of the work, but McCann's getting the share of the spoils around the line. Give Boyd a chance.
Give
to
him a
get into the
touchdown.
end zone.
Give him a touchdown. He needs a tutty.
36 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Vulcans cruising.
And they're going to have to get one more play off here, down to 6 seconds.
Play action pass. Black rolling, spinning away to his left. Black looking for a receiver and just going to end up just throwing it away, as not a ton of receivers. Willis was a bit down the field, but, I mean, that would have been probably – that had to have been the greatest throw of all time from Black, because he's facing the wrong direction towards the sideline across his body, but just ends up throwing it out of bounds incomplete.
Yeah, I mean, Mercyhurst now has learned that you need to double cover Eric Willis there. Looked like it was number 5, Zach Helsley, and number 2, Anthony Mackey there on the double coverage on Willis.
They're able to keep him in check, because we know once he gets loose,
it's over.
You can't pull him back in. 19.6 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 47. Black back to throw. Quick pass is caught by Johnson, and Johnson going to be brought down at about the 39-yard line, be about a yard or 2 shy of the first down. And I think that's going to be the end of it here in the third quarter of Adamson Stadium. Your score, California 44, Mercyhurst 13. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back at the beginning of the fourth quarter here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM WCAL.
More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in the league's 23 championship sports. 18-member campuses educating more than 110,000 students with an alumni base that tops the 1 million mark. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, making the PSAC proud.
Welcome back to Adamson Stadium. I said that a little bit too early before the mics came back in. Welcome back to Adamson Stadium as we begin the fourth quarter between California and Mercyhurst. The Vulcans with a 44-13 lead. Like I said, happy senior day to not only the Vulcan athletes on the field, but also the marching band and the cheerleaders and the dance team as well. Everyone getting their respects here today. Bobby Boyd, 210 yards on the ground in this game on 14 attempts. He's been one of the big stars for the Vulcans as they come back for a 3rd down and 2. Black going to keep it himself, and Black able to break off a 1 tackle, and Black just trucking his way through, brought down at the 32. And again, like I said, he's not afraid to show off the wheels.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all.
He's a little stutter step and then juked him out. Went for the Euro step. I'm like, I know basketball season just got started, but
come on, man, what you doing?
Hey, shows that sports are an art form, and
exactly.
anyone could use these moves to their advantage. I remember seeing Miles Garrett do a crossover move in a highlight the other week where he's able to cross up one of the offensive linemen and get in the backfield for a sack.
He's known for that too.
1st and 10 from the 32. Black has some time going deep down the near side.
Got him.
Has Hopkins, and Hopkins falls incomplete. I mean, had his man every step of the way. The ball a little bit underthrown that time by Black, and it was Zach Helsley, a number 5, able to break that one up.
Great coverage there by Zach Helsley, able to continue to keep up with Amari Hopkins and able to deny that touchdown for the Lakers. Huge play if you're a Lakers fan.
Just keep some points off the board if you're the Vulcans, and wouldn't be surprised to see them try to go right back at it. I mean, Hopkins had a couple steps, but the great coverage on the back end from Helsley, able to force the incompletion. Will be 2nd and 10 from the 32. 14-10 here left in regulation time. Hand off to McCann. McCann getting a couple of blocks, and McCann picking up some positive yardage, about 6 on the ground to bring up a 3rd and manageable now here for the Vulcan offense.
Yeah, definitely. If you're Mercy, you really need this 3rd down stop to potentially either force a really long field goal by Beatco or to potentially just, or maybe even get a turnover.
And again, if you're the Vulcans, you're not really reinventing the wheel here on the offensive side. They've run a lot of the same plays over and over again, but the Lakers just unable to come up with an answer.
I mean, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
13:30 left to go. 3rd and 4 from the 25. 2 receivers on the near side. Willis one-on-one on the far side. Handoff to McCann, and McCann has the blockers, and McCann breaks off a tackle. McCann spinning forward. Forward progress will be enough for the 1st down. So the offensive line and Eric McCann putting in the work once again to pick up another 1st down.
Why not just hit him also with your fullback and Rogue and that.
Here comes Boyd.
Yeah, here comes Bobby Boyd to see if he can get it into the end zone.
Get him his touchdown.
Yeah, but shout out to that offensive line and the fullback and the tight ends of this Vulcan roster.
Yeah, we keep harping on how crazy Bobby Boyd has been. Well, we got to give credit where credit is due to that offensive line. If they weren't doing their job, Bobby wouldn't have his 200-some yards.
1st and 10. Black gets the snap, looking to throw. Black dart over the middle. That pass is caught. Be brought down inside the 5. It'll be at the 3-yard line. Willis pulls that one in. 1st and goal now from the 3.
Good tackle there by Dominic McGee for the Lakers in order to give them the Lakers just a little bit more time before potentially Cal gets that touchdown.
And it looks like they're going heavy up front. And I just saw the guys that came in, and Jack Kalechi, he's coming in.
I think they're trying to give Bobby his touchdown.
Yeah, well, they brought in an extra lineman and on that front line, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Black under center, sends Raj in motion. Boyd in the backfield. Handoff to Boyd. Boyd bouncing it outside, and Boyd breaks a tackle into the end zone. And Bobby Boyd gets the spoils and finally gets his touchdown. 50 spot for the Vulcans. And, I mean, what else can we say? He's deserved it all game. And
100% deserved that touchdown. I mean, like you said, Johnny, they brought in that extra lineman in order to give just a little bit more of that extra power up front to get Bobby Boyd into the end zone for his touchdown of the game.
50 bomb for the Vulcans here with 11:47 left to go. Beatco on to attempt the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and kick from Beatco is good. 51-13 the score. 11:47 left to go here in the 4th. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CTV. CTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, 91.9 FM WCAL.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates the athletic and academic excellence of its student athletes. Last year, over 3,800 achieved at least a 3.25 GPA to earn recognition as a PSAC Scholar Athlete. Athletically, 75 PSAC teams qualified for the NCAA championships. Champions on the field, champions in the classroom, making the PSAC proud.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adamson Stadium as Boyd finally gets his touchdown and extends the Vulcan lead to 51-13. Coming into today's game, Boyd had 61 rushes for 269 yards and 1 touchdown, nearly doubling his yards today alone on the ground, and is able to get himself another touchdown that he so rightfully deserves. The Vulcans putting up 51 straight points on the Lakers. Beatco with a bit of a squib kick. We fielded inside of the 5. The return by Butera, able to get his, trying to turn upfield on that outside corner. We brought down at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, like you were saying, Bobby pretty much doubling his yardage for the season in one game. Honestly impressive, and then good for Bobby to get that touchdown. Because at this point, with the game he's had today, he fully deserves it.
Yeah, definitely. And we were looking at it. So first time the Vulcans have put up a 50 spot since last year at Clarion. So the Vulcans now trying to battle it out here.
Yeah, showing off in the final home game of this 2023 season. It seems like it just started so quickly ago, but how time flies. 1st and 10. Quick throw is completed on the far side. And a couple of nice moves up the field by the Lakers. It's going to be about a 5 or 6 yard gain on the play. Arena able to get that one into Kerbacker, who after that touchdown pass, don't think we've heard a lot from him since.
Yeah, he's been very quiet this game, and obviously, I mean, this whole Vulcan defense has been absolutely electric. So I mean, it's no surprise that we haven't heard much from the wideout 1 and 2 from Mercyhurst.
It'll be 2nd and 4. Ball in the 34. So we cross the 11-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Arena back to throw. That pass nearly caught, but great coverage by Tillman. Able to break that one up. Intended for Kerbacker again. It'll be a 3rd and 4 now for the Lakers as Urena was under a ton of pressure again.
Yeah, Urena just trying to get the ball out as soon as he can, try and get those chunk yard plays. Tried to get to his wideout 1, Kerbacher. Unfortunately, good coverage there by Tillman, and unfortunately the ball falls incomplete for the Lakers.
Yeah, Vulcans have been playing lights-out defense, and it's only given up 1 first down this half, so they've come to play.
3rd and 4, 3 receivers on the near side. Urena gets a snap, stepping up. That pass off the fingertips and intercepted. Trying to find Ms. Gorski. And number 41, Jalen Page, able to pull that one in. And, I mean, it could not go any worse for the Lakers. And if you're the Vulcans, you're absolutely loving life here as Page gets the defense its 3rd turnover of the game.
Yeah, let's take a look here at the replay. This is why you practice the tip drill before the game. It was right there. Bounce, tip, caught. Vulcan in offense back on the field with great field position. And you were talking about it during the break, Hunter. Here come the backups as the backup quarterback for the Vulcans will check in, and Alex Arledge will check in for California.
Arledge, we've seen a couple of times this season. We'll get his run at it with about 10:51 left to go. Arledge hands it off to Cameron, and Cameron just following the blockers again, picks up a short 2. I want to go back to some of the stats here. After the first quarter, the Mercyhurst Lakers offense ran 20 plays for 144 yards. Going into the 4th quarter, they ran 20 more plays in the 2nd and the 3rd quarter. They only gained 106 yards on 20 plays between the 2nd and 3rd quarter combined. They had more offensive yards and the same amount of plays in the 1st quarter as they've had in the 2nd and 3rd quarter combined. And all credit goes to the Vulcan defense. They've been phenomenal as Ulrich hands it off to Cameron again, and Cameron cuts upfield, and Cameron going to get forward, and Cameron going to be marked just shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, another good run by this Vulcan in running game here. Here's we're just now under 10 minutes to go here in the 4th. After we see here again that offensive line coming in and just opening up the lanes for him, and he's just running right through them.
Like we said, last time that these two teams played, the Vulcans had 268 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns. And I believe putting well past that number in this game is Ulrich gets the snap, handoff again to Cameron, and Cameron able to spin off a tackle, but isn't going to pick up anything. Will be marked just short of the 1st down, no gain. So it'll be 4th and 1. Be willing to see what coach and the Vulcans are looking to do here. Looks like
they're going to leave him out there.
They're going to go for it.
Hey, why not? Be ruthless. If you're the team, show that you are not one to play with, even if you're up by this much. 4th and 1 from the 32-yard line. Ulrich getting the signal from the sideline. Black went from signal receiver to signal giver. Ulrich gets the snap, handoff again, and it's going to be Cameron who does enough to get forward for the 1st down.
31.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. A bit of technical difficulty on our end, but we are back here for the first down play. Ulrich stepping up, and Ulrich keeping himself, and Ulrich takes a big hit on the play. Number 30, Eli Binikonski, able to lay the boom on Alex Ulrich. Picks up maybe one on the play.
Yeah, big hit there from the linebacker. I mean, Ulrich taking it like an absolute champ, still in the game, still ready to go and finish out this game here for the Vulcans.
Yeah, I mean, props to him. I mean, Black's been doing it all day. Hey, he figured, why not him?
It's like, if he could do it, I can do it too.
Ulrich in the gun. Miscommunication on the footwork between him and Cameron. Ran into each other, so it's going to be a big loss on the ground for Cameron.
Cameron,
both
the ball
of them
carrier,
chatting it over as they make their way back to towards the huddles. So it'll be a third and long now here for the Vulcans.
Yeah, if you're the Mercyhurst defense, that's huge for you. You're looking to get off the field now. Good play there by Tyler Butterball, getting into the backfield and denying any positive yardage by the Vulcans.
A little surprised we haven't seen some of the backups for Mercyhurst check into the game yet.
Yeah.
I think once the other team puts in the backups, waving the red flag or the white flag, so to speak, is Ulrich back to throw. That pass incomplete, trying to find Tayshawn Mack, and looks like him and Mack just not really on the same page. Maybe a deflection on the way through.
Mack,
the intended receiver. Down, and out comes Rosenstiel and the punting unit for the Vulcans.
Yeah, if you're Eli Binikonski, you really wish that you were in the just a little bit over to your left or to your right a little bit there to try and pick off the pass and maybe run back for a good chunk, maybe even a touchdown.
That incompletion brings up a 4th and 15. So we are just under 7 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Vulcans with a great rebound game here after last week's defeat to the Rock. Rosenstiel's punt. End over end, fair catch signaled. Fair catch going to be made inside of the 10-yard line by Kurt
fair caught at the 7-yard
Lakers
line.
will start once again
First and 10 Lakers
inside of
the
their
7.
own 10. First and 10 now from the 7.
And it's time to announce our B-Graphics fan of the game. Congratulations to Miranda.
It looks like for Mercyhurst, looks like it's still most of the starters still out there for the offense. I mean, you want to try and get as much yardage as you can. Maybe put up just a little bit more points, especially for the Lakers faithful here in the stands today.
Yeah, the Lakers will start first and 10 from the 7. 6:53 left to go. Urena takes the snap, handoff this time, and nowhere to go. As Butera brought down for a hefty loss, about 4 on the
down
play.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what you want if you're a Lakers fan. I mean, the Vulcans showed blitz there off the edge on the far side, and they brought it able to, I think it was number 1, I think, able to get into the backfield there and get the tackle.
And
maybe it was number 10.
Number 31, Keith Charney getting back there.
Oh, okay.
They're off the DB blitz.
2nd and 13, ball on the 4. Urena back to throw. Has a ton of time. That pass in and out of the hands, right over the middle, trying to find Black. And once again, just a pass from Urena where has his man, but just a bit off the mark, makes it uncomfortable for his receiver to try to pull in, and that one falls incomplete. And it's a bit weird because coming into today's game, Urena, one of the better passers in terms of completion percentage, completes about 61.4% of his passes coming into today's game. Just has not been on the mark today.
Yeah, he's been thrown a little bit behind his receivers. That's the second time now. The first one resulted in that interception a little bit earlier in the game. Looks like Urena is the pressure's getting to him a little bit here.
Trips on the far side. Urena takes the snap. Urena now rolling to his left under pressure, just throws that one away. Had a man in the area, but pass is going to fall incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th and long now inside of the Laker 5-yard line. Ball at the 4, and the Lakers find themselves back up again. And it just seems like even with the Vulcans putting out some of the reserve troops on the team, the Lakers just cannot seem to get anything going.
Yeah, this is the absolute opposite of what you want if you're a Lakers fan. Hopefully, you were hoping to get at least a first down or 2, maybe even start to drive down the field. A quick 3 and out with a little bit of lost yardage is not what you want.
Yeah, Lippert standing way on the back line of the end zone. He's going to get his punt off, and Willis will signal a fair catch at the 42. So the Vulcan offense will set up shop once again. And while we have a second, I do want to give a quick shout out to all the seniors on the Vulcan football team. I know we've talked about it is senior day today, but we haven't really been able to go through and name all the players. But the Vulcan players being presented and being celebrated today: number 1, Noah Hamlin; number 5, Matt Toby; number 7, Jacob Siegel; number 10, Micah Tillman; number 26, Isaiah Cameron; number 38, Gage Raj; number 61, Juan Vera; number 66, Matt Charlton; number 72, Noah Silva; number 73, Matthew Tobias; and number 91, Bryce Washington. The 11 seniors for the Vulcans who are getting celebrated here today, but the first down run goes nowhere. Freeman on the carry loses about half a yard to a yard.
Yeah, not what the Vulcans were expecting on that one.
That'll bring up a second down and 11.
But clock's moving. The Vulcans just trying to run out the time here. We're under 6 minutes.
Yeah, under 6 minutes. The Vulcans, like you said, in no rush to get any of these plays off. 3 receivers set for California. TJ Freeman, the running back, behind Ulrich. Now moves to Ulrich's right and receives the handoff, and Freeman, some nice positive yardage that time. Pick up about 4 or 5.
Freeman
picks up
again,
a third and about 7 for the Vulcans.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what, the 5th or 6th running back that's had a carry at least.
That's the 6th rusher of the game for the Vulcan. And well over 300 yards now, all at about 307 yards now.
And California just showing no mercy here on the Lakers.
I mean, the ground game getting it done, so why switch to anything else, right?
3rd and 6. Ball on the 37. Handoff again to Cameron, and Cameron gets the blocks, and Cameron able to bounce his way forward, and Cameron gets himself inside of the Lakers' red zone before being brought out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And again, another one of these rushes, 21 yards on the ground that time from the senior Isaiah Cameron.
Yeah, that lane that he had there wide open and crossing over the 20 and breaking it off. A nice run once again for the Vulcans. We've said it over and over again how this offense is done.
Yeah, like a broken record. Keep saying the same things, but same things keep happening. I mean, nothing else to really talk about. 1st and 10 from the 16. The Vulcans pounding the ball into oblivion, and the Lakers just have to sit there and take it so far as we're under 4 minutes now. 3:50 left to go. Ulrich gets the snap. He's going to hand this one off to Freeman, and Freeman just trying to bounce it to the outside. Picks up maybe a yard or 2 on the carry, but couldn't quite bounce it to the outside like he would have liked. Great side-to-side coverage that time by the Lakers defense.
Yeah, definitely. If you're the Lakers, you really are just trying at this point to just get off the field as much as you can. Try and give maybe some kind of spark and create a turnover or something. Try and give your offense just a little bit of spark to try and at least just maybe mount a drive and just put up a little bit more points.
2nd and 8. Ball in the 14. 3:13 left to go here in the 4th quarter. The Vulcans looking to add on some more. Ulrich hands it off. Freeman breaks off a tackle, and Freeman has some blocks, and Freeman going to run out of bounds right around the 1st down marker. I mean, the Lakers, they had some players back there immediately. Great jumps on the snap, but Freeman able to just speed right by him.
Yeah, Freeman, a little bit of a shifty runner there. Nice quick run there. The 2 defenders in the backfield unable to bring him down, and therefore Freeman with the 1st down, putting the Vulcans at 1st and goal.
Yeah, another great run for the offense for the Vulcan. And let's see if we can get another running back into the end zone.
Yeah, just Vulcans have the pick of the bunch here, and do whatever you'd like.
Do what you please.
1st and goal from the 5. Freeman now moves to Ulrich's left, and Freeman gets the call, and Freeman fighting for it right around the goal line, and Freeman is going to push forward into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. That's T.J. Freeman, the carrier, and Freeman going crazy. 1st touchdown of the season for him. And, I mean, a perfect capstone to an absolutely outstanding performance for the Vulcans here as Freeman with the 5-yard run.
Yeah, good cap off for the senior there. Great run, great assist by the offensive line to just push him into the end zone and get that touchdown for Cal.
Harry Radcliffe in to attempt the extra point.
Harry Radcliffe in to attempt the extra point, giving Pico a bit of a rest. Let's see if the freshman Radcliffe can make his first extra point. Radcliffe's kick is up, and Harry Radcliffe's kick is good. 58-13 is the score. 2:13 left to go here at Adamson Stadium. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CTV. CTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM WCAL.
A new season of Vulcan football is set to begin September 9th versus Kutztown, September 16th versus Shepherd, September 23rd at Edinburgh, September 30 versus Clarion, October 7th at IUP, homecoming October 14th versus Seton Hill, October 21st at Slippery Rock, October 28th versus Mercyhurst, November 4th at Gannon, November 11th at East Stroudsburg. All games available on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adamson Stadium as T.J. Freeman puts up the 57th unanswered point for the Vulcans after his 5-yard touchdown rush. Gets his first one of the season and gives the Vulcans a hefty lead here. I mean, they've just put on an absolute all-around display as Radcliffe, his kick will be fielded inside of the 10. And Mercyhurst bringing out to pass the 30 down at the 31. Here's Butera once again on the rush, and we can take a look at that run one more time from Freeman.
Yeah, perfect play as he ran it right up the middle and got the push from that offensive line of the Vulcans into the end zone.
Yeah, they've done it all here today.
Yeah, if you're Blaze, you definitely are tired after this one. I mean, 58 times hitting that anvil. I mean, more because they hit it every time they score. So you figure 58 and however many scores that's been.
Yeah, get that man in some sort of weightlifting competition.
Right.
First down run by Rodriguez, just bouncing around, looking for anything. We're able to get himself forward, picks up about 4 or 5 on the ground. And like we said, it's just the Vulcans have done whatever they've liked. And this is a game that they really needed to be confident as a team. If they wanted to keep their playoff hopes alive, they needed to get a win here today. Like we said, appeared first off in the regional rankings, and after a big win here today, will definitely show out and jump them up the rankings moving forward. 2nd and 6, high snap, Urena able to pull it in, rolling to his right, going deep down the field, has a man. That pass pulled in, great catch and throw. That time it was Kerbacker again. Probably been the best offensive outlet for the Lakers here today. As we can take a look at that replay again, had the step, able to just get up and pull in the catch.
Yeah, nice strong catch there by Erbacher, able to grab onto that ball and pull it away from it being knocked down by the defensive back.
1:10 left to go. Urena hands it off to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez shifting through, just trying to find some room, get flipped up end over end after picking up about 3. It was a Marion Tarver for the Vulcans, able to make that tackle that time. And now we take under a minute left here to go.
Yeah, nice effort there by Rodriguez, not giving up on the run, trying to get as much yardage as he possibly can before being brought down.
And as we wind down here, we give you guys maybe a couple questions as this play goes on. Something to mull over. Any particular player will be your player of the game for the Vulcans as Urena rolling to his left, throwing it deep down the field. That pass incomplete, trying to find Austin Urena. That time, Adam Urena, his throw just off the mark.
Well, I can think of 2 guys I would say as my eye candidates. One being the freshman, Bobby Boyd Jr. What can you say? 213 yards on the day. He averaged about 14.2 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. And the other guy, I have to get our good friend Matt Toby. He pick 6, and what else can you say? A couple tackle holes and assist on a sack.
Yeah, my players are exactly the same.
Urena's throw completed over the middle. as the Lakers able to pull that one in. That was number 83, Griffin Beatty, able to make the catch here. Like I said, I'm going to have to agree with you guys. Looks like the Lakers are going to take a timeout. That'll stop the clock with 16.9 seconds left to go. A couple of things. I think Boyd and the offensive line in general get all the credit on the offensive side of the ball. They've been unbelievable. And like you said, I think Matt Tobey getting the defensive player of the game for the Vulcans runs pretty accurate because he's been unreal here in this game. And I always do the name game player of the game, and now I need to go through the Mercyhurst roster to try.
I mean, Butterball also, I would say, is probably your winner.
I was going to say probably Tyler Butterball. I mean, he's been all over the field. He's had some good tackles, for loss. I think a sack or two. If I had to pick one from Mercyhurst roster, it would probably be Tyler Butterball for player of the game.
Yeah, Butterball is a great candidate for the name game winner. Also, for me personally, I'm a big fan of number 63 for the Lakers, Gabriel Plummer. Just a great name in general, but just got to keep some positive notes here for the Lakers. Shout out the Laker faithful for making the drive down here. I know it's not the greatest of drives, especially on kind of a dreary day like it is today.
For a 12 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone for making the drive down here early on in the morning. 18 seconds left, first and goal, from the 10. Pass towards the back of the end zone, incomplete, trying to find Kerbacker again, and Kerbacker nearly able to scoop that one in with one hand, but just falls incomplete. Second and goal now.
Yeah, almost pulled the old OBJ catch there. Erbacher, I remember watching a Mercyhurst game. He has done it before, so that's not out of his realm of pulling in one-handed catches. Just was unable to there. Ball a little bit past where I think he wanted it to be.
Yeah, no stranger at doing the spectacular is Joe Kerbacher. The second and goal from the 10. Arena in the gun. Rodriguez to his left. 4 receivers set here for the Mercyhurst Lakers. Urena gets the snap, looking, stepping up, firing in the middle. That pass caught in the end zone for the Laker touchdown. And Kerbacher gets his second, gets the Lakers maybe one more thing to cheer about on the way home. That makes the score 58-19 and ends the Vulcans just a straight point run. The Vulcans scored 58 straight. And the Lakers tack on a touchdown here right at the brink with 8.2 seconds left.
Yeah, if you're Mercyhurst, this is just more of a, I don't want to say a morale booster, but definitely something to be happy about as they continue to get a little bit more points towards the end of the game.
Yeah, definitely a consolation that the Lakers will take, and obviously,
you have to take it, yeah.
You have to. Kick is up, and the kick toinks off of the left upright. That one had some power behind it, and could have broken the whole thing.
It's still moving.
Yeah,
that one's been moving for a while. Oh, this one might be moving while we're still cleaning up.
Yeah, as we take a look at the replay, we need a speedometer on that one. That
put a little bit of oomph behind that one.
Nathan Nagucki, he absolutely rocked that thing.
Absolutely, he booted that. So get him for the soccer team.
Yeah, he's got a leg.
Yeah, we're going to stay here with 8.2 seconds left. No point in going to commercial, coming right back, then leaving again. So we're going to stay here. And like I said, thank you all very much for watching. It's been a great, enjoyable game here today. And like I said, after last week's game, it was definitely nice to see the Vulcans back in the winning ways.
Yeah, I was engineering that one last week, and let me tell you, that was rough to listen to. It was, but I'll say it, I've said it numerous times off the air, but for this being my final football game here, guys, I couldn't have picked a better one to do it with, and I appreciate I got to do it with you guys.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a better game to start this thing, because hopefully you guys listening will hear me more often through football games in the later seasons, later years, but we'll see.
And unfortunately, I'm still here, so
hey.
You're probably stuck with me for.
We'll get saved for at least another year or two.
At least another year or two, whenever Penn West decides to let me graduate. 8.2 seconds left here as we end the end of regulation. Vulcans up 58-19. Squib kick underway.
I think they tried an onside there a little bit.
Going to be fielded by the Vulcans at the 30.
And a little chippy down there.
A little bit.
Maybe the final chance for either side to kind of give their say. And the Vulcans, let me go out there, set up into victory formation. And wind things down. And we talked about still very much alive in the playoff race. They needed to get a win here today. They got the job done. Now they need the Rock to kind of falter at the down the game. I mean, it's going to be a tough task for them to do it. But
I mean, it's 21-0 in the third quarter. So
yeah, tough task for Clarion. Try and get the Rock.
Also, it depends on what happens with East Stroudsburg and Kutztown, too.
Oh, I just saw the East Stroudsburg.
It's a really close game, but
yeah.
We'll talk about that on the post-game show.
Allridge out there in the victory formation takes the knee, and that'll be the end of it here at Adamson Stadium. Your final score, California 58, Mercyhurst 19. From everyone here at CTV, thank you very much for watching. From our director, Gary Smith, from my broadcast partners, Jonathan Sakaguchi and Hunter Garman, my name is Jonathan Sape. Hope you all had a great senior day and have a happy Halloween weekend here in California. And that'll be us here on CTV, CTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM WCAL. Good night, California.